violence against ICE agents and their federal partners.
Seems as a vehicle was used again in a ramming incident. Officers had to return fire. It's non-life-threatening injuries, as we're being told right now.
He says violence is becoming the norm and blames the rhetoric used by some elected officials. L.A. police earlier reporting one person shot and one person in custody. Vice President J.D. Vance optimistic about a peace plan for Gaza holding, but he also says the process will take time.
Everybody who's been involved in this conflict can point at one other person. One of these flags can point at another flag and say, we hate that person for various reasons. The way that we're going to get to peace is to focus on the future, which is what the President of the United States has asked us to do.
This as Vance visits Israel. Meantime, Israel's military just announcing Hamas has handed over the remains of 2 more hostages to the Red Cross in Gaza. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What people say about his escape. You've got a cloudy sky with some wind in your forecast, and it's 62 degrees. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:02. An escaped inmate in Marion County certainly has people concerned. John Herrick reports.
On Tuesday, during a transport to the Marion County Community Justice Campus, an inmate named Deontay Green jumped out of a transport vehicle and fled from custody. Green's a black man, last seen wearing a black jacket and blue jeans. This man named Jay owns a business near where he has seen a lot of police searching for Green.
Fortunately, there's a lot of criminal activity in this neighborhood, and it only gets amplified worse when inmates that are already caught are able to get back out.
Green, who's still on the run, was under arrest for an outstanding Marion County warrant for unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Police say a teenager was arrested yesterday after he shot and killed someone late last month. When officers arrived at an Indianapolis home, they found William Deaton II, who died at the scene. Investigators say when they started looking into the shooting, they say a woman went to meet the boy.
The 17-year-old and this woman somehow knew each other. There was some type of disturbance that occurred in the pathway going behind this residential area and to another residential area to the north.
IMPD officer Tommy Thompson says the boy pointed a gun at the woman. She screamed for help, and that's when Deaton went to help her out, but he was then shot. A man named Broko Stankovic is charged with reckless homicide after police say his semi-truck failed to slow down, causing a crash on US 20 in Portage that killed another man. Officers say Stankovic was driving with a suspended license that belonged to a relative, and that led to an ICE detainer due to his immigration status. And Honor Flight Northeast Indiana is set to celebrate its 54th flight next month, transporting 85 heroes to Washington, D.C. The flight on Wednesday, November 5th, includes veterans from the Korean, Cold, and Vietnam Wars. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 3:04.
Judy loves her fall in Indy, but she doesn't like the paint, so she called Rhino Shield.
The house that Rhino Shield did for my husband and I, after having the house painted with kind of usual house paint, I was seeing cracks appearing about every 3 years and just wasn't very satisfied with that.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating specifically formulated for our unique climate.
I can't speak highly enough about the Rhino Shield crew. They also were great at working with me to get the exact right color because I was very particular.
Indy, you too can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield right now for 15% off the regular price.
I would not hesitate to call Rhino Shield, and I am just thrilled to recommend Rhino Shield to my friends and neighbors and family.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Traffic at 3:05. Good afternoon, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Jake? Northbound 65 south side crash after Raymond. Right lane block. Traffic stop back to South Keystone Avenue with 17-minute delay. Southbound 65-70 delayed 3 minutes from the north split to the south split. East side northbound 465 at Washington 40. That's a traffic hazard on the shoulder. Slow down to Brookville Road. Traffic sponsored by Indiana Foundation Services. Water damaging your home? Contact Indiana Foundation Service, the Basement Concrete Foundation. Foundation experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at IndianaFoundationService.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. And now the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Partly cloudy skies into the afternoon. It's going to be breezy. A few sprinkles possible north of I-70. Highs near 62. Mostly clear tonight with lows near 43. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it.
So, Hammer, we've been listening to the news talk about this at the top and bottom of every hour. A dangerous escaped inmate in Indy is on the loose, but he's wearing like leg shackles and handcuffs. Couldn't be too hard to spot, right? It's not like it's exactly Richard Kimball from The Fugitive.
And you would have thought if a dude jumps out of the transport van wearing that type of stuff, it wouldn't be that hard to chase him down.
Yeah.
But here we are. Deontay Green is an inmate considered a serious violent felon, and he escaped custody from the Marion County Criminal Justice Campus, the CJC, and it sounds like he just kind of opened up the transport van and hopped his way to freedom.
I mean, you can't get that far. He was wearing a black jacket and blue jeans, but also Green, according to WIBC.com, was wearing leg shackles and handcuffs. Does he have some sort of accomplice with a giant chain breaker? Like a, you know what I'm saying? Like
something to free him up a little bit? That I don't know. Police say he was seen fleeing north, and now drones are being used in the search.
Okay.
Marion County Sheriff's deputies last seen along Southeastern Avenue using canine officers to search.
Green was under arrest for an outstanding warrant out of Marion County for unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious felon. So this guy's got a rap sheet.
Right.
He's got a history.
Do we know what he did to become a serious felon?
I'm looking on WIBC.com right now. I'm not sure. All I know is that he's like a dangerous guy, but he again, he's got leg shackles. I just watched what did I watch? The end of Seven, the movie Seven, the other night, and they were escorted. Remember that end scene where they were escorting Kevin Spacey out, and he was just kind of hobbling along.
Right.
He had the leg shackles and the handcuffs. There's no way he's getting anywhere far. I mean, he could maybe hide under an underpass or something.
Right.
But I doubt you could even rob somebody with those sorts of, hindrances on your legs and your arms.
And how does he get away after a major search is taking place? Again, who was driving this transport, right? I mean, come on. These are fair questions here. Do you not have any sort of ability to hear or see the dangerous SOB that you might have in the back? And if he does get out, how do you not chase this guy down? He's shackled up. Like, I don't know. I've got a lot of questions here, and hopefully we'll get some answers and some resolution this afternoon.
Police are using drones to search an area near the community justice campus. That includes the Christian Park neighborhood and the area just north of Crown Hill Cemetery. I'd like this guy back in custody.
Deputies also looking around Southeastern Avenue using canine officers to search a nearby homeless encampment. So take that information for what you will, but needless to say, and it feels silly saying this out loud, if you see a lunatic in shackles, probably just keep your distance and call the police.
But he's not wearing like the usual orange garb. He's got black jeans and a black shirt on.
So he's going full Johnny Cash in his escape attire today. That's what you're telling me. The man in black.
The ring of fire.
But again, can't stress this enough. In shackles. So if you see a dude in shackles,
I don't know who this guy is. Maybe he has somebody that has some bolt cutters that can help him out. Who would help this guy out?
Oh, I'm sure there's probably a big group of degenerates that would probably cheer this guy on. But the question becomes, how do you just get out of the van?
That's another legitimate question.
Because we've had issues with the transport in the past. There was an unfortunate situation where Marion County Sheriff's deputy lost his life.
Guy died,
When there was a situation of the person getting loose and then using his restraints as a weapon. So, man, if you see anything, let somebody know, and hopefully they can arrest this guy and keep him this time. Speaking of all things crime in Indy, another fatal shooting. This time near Raymond and 65, the 1600 block of Tabor Street. Officers were called to an alley where they found a man suffering from gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at the scene, and there was a woman that was with him who had been shot at the same location. She was able to escape, go try to find some help. It looks like she's going to make it, but the male is deceased. So, again, here's another homicide in Indianapolis. But relax, everybody.
Hey, calm down.
Ryan Mears and Joe Hogsett, they're telling you that it's down. How bad are things that every day we come on talking about a homicide and it's still down? Yes, we're outpacing Chicago in homicides per capita. That's still happening. But anybody with two eyes and a functioning brain knows that things aren't good right now. But boy, you listen to Boss Hogsett and you listen to bald Ryan Mears over there, Jordan wearing baldy over there, they're going to think that we're living in Pleasantville. It's like 1950s Pleasantville with Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon. That's where we're living at.
What if Ryan Mears just showed up one day like George did with a whole head of hair? You know what I mean?
Right.
That episode where Elaine said, "You look ridiculous, and here's what I'm doing with it," and ripped it off and threw it out the window.
I think AI might have to make a Ryan Mears with hair image. I'll have to work on that. If you need a reason to drink tonight, Nige, 53 years ago, okay? 53 years ago on this date, in 1972, Chuck Berry recorded his first #1 record, My Ding-a-Ling.
Oh, my ding-a-ling, everybody singing, I want to play with my ding-a-ling-a-ling, oh, my ding-a-ling.
That was his first #1.
I want to play with my ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Is that like some sort of comparison or euphemism or whatever word you want to use?
So Chuck Berry claims it was about a toy he had as a child, but I think most people view that as like a tongue-in-cheek answer.
Crank.
Right. Which brings us to great moments in Crank song history. So I've put together a 7-song montage here. Allison, step up to the microphone here. Honor system as always. You have to tell me how many of these songs that are allegedly about cranks have you heard of before?
There's no honor in this system.
I've set the over-under at 5.5, Nige. 5.5 in a 7-song montage.
I'm going to go.
This could be anything.
I'm going to go under.
Under.
Yeah.
Okay, under 5.5. Allison, here we go.
Can I just note the audio file hammered titled as the junk song montage?
Get out my big 10-inch red band to play this blues.
Anything?
Oh.
I've got big balls. I've got big balls.
Yes.
Okay, 1 and 1.
Tim Wall song.
That's right.
I take you to the candy shop.
Yes.
I let you lick the lollipop.
2.
Go, go, girl, don't you stop.
The candy shop.
Squeeze my lemon out. I'm gonna pour out a bit.
The Lemon song, Led Zeppelin. There's 2.
No.
Love Gun, Kiss.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't have got that one.
Yes.
Lollipop, Little
These
Wayne.
rappers love their candy.
No.
You sound AI. No, I've not heard of it.
What? You've not heard of Sledgehammer?
Hammer, is that about junk?
It's about relations and his junk. Yes.
Wait, who's singing it?
Peter Gabriel.
No.
Crazy video. Never even heard of it.
I didn't know
think
that.
so.
Yes. I mean, think about the lyrics. You could have a Big Dipper. I want to be your sledgehammer.
Wow.
Like, the signs are all there.
You're blowing my mind here, buddy.
You did cash the under, though. She only got 3. 3.
Okay.
And
I'm proud of that.
what was the name of that clip you just played again, Allison?
The Junk Montage song.
Junk Montage. Matt Bear, you knew those songs, right?
Matt knew all
I knew
of
most
them.
of them. Yes, I felt very well versed there. Northbound 65 South Side crash at Raymond Street, blocking the right lane, stopping traffic past Keystone Avenue. A 17-minute delay. East side southbound 465 slow from 72 south at Shadeland. Southbound 6570 3-minute delay. North split down to the south split, and eastbound 70 in slow from Harding to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And go back to our top story here, Nige. Again, there's nobody that's more pro-police than we are.
Of course.
Nobody. But I got questions on how this dude can get out and then not be found because he's shackled up and he's like hobbling to freedom. How do you not find this guy? Like, I got a lot of questions here. Hopefully we'll get some resolution.
Well, I mean, again, maybe he has an accomplice with some bolt cutters.
Maybe, but what if he doesn't? How embarrassing is that? We don't know yet. So let's hold off judgment, I guess. But man, not a good look early. 62 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. We got a big show for you coming up here in just a little bit. It's big time atmosphere down at IU. Tucker Carlson is speaking for the Turning Point USA event down there. Ryan Hedrick from the WIBC newsroom, he is en route. So we're going to connect with him, I think around 5:30 this afternoon.
Oh, great.
See if there's protesters or what the vibe is. He's going to be embedded there. But up next, how about a fun round of Halloween stuff?
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
If you have Medicaid and are new to Medicare, you may qualify to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan with a lot more benefits like dental, vision, and hearing, along with helpful support when you need it most. Now is the time to see if you qualify to enroll. It only takes a few minutes to find out if you're eligible. Our licensed sales agents are ready to help you understand your options. So this Medicare planning season, we can help you plan well. Learn more at humanaduals.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a dual eligible special needs HMO SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month.
and ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
This is Denny Smith, and C&J's having a water quality sale of whole home protection for what matters the most. Better water for your family. Remove forever chemicals, solids, and metals from the water you cook with and drink. Invest in a softener and a reverse osmosis, UV, or dechlorinator and save $400. Invest in 2 components and save $800. City Water or Well Water, C&J, official partner of the Indiana Pacers and Fever, has great systems and great people too. 317-733-SOFT.
It's not just cancer care, it's the complete care you get at Hendricks.
And you can feel that spirit of excellence, trying to do what's best from a medical standpoint, but also trying to affect the patient and their family as you would a family member.
Hendricks Care is trying to meet the patient where they are. You know your body better than anyone else.
Do the cancer screening early.
An ounce of prevention versus a pound of cure.
Learn about health screenings at hendricks.org/cancer.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Save plenty this spooky season with Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $129 plus 15% off dryer vent and duct cleaning too. ZeroResIndy.com.
Pumpkins, candy, costumes, Halloween stuff.
So, Hammer, some mother in California bought an old Scream mask.
Like from the movie? Like,
do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's like the white face, it's
kind
making
of elongated with a big mouth. Yeah.
We had the story here in Indy of that pervert female substitute teacher that was making the kids put those masks on
I forgot about
and have
that.
their way with her.
She found a Scream mask at Goodwill and found out that it was worth a lot more than she paid for it. These ghost-faced masks actually predate the movie Scream. They came out 5 years ago before Scream hit the theaters. It turns out the mask was brought some production, thing in 1991. Check out how much money she made out of this.
I put it on an eBay auction starting at 99 cents because A, I don't know about these things, and B, I'm not here to price gouge. And within 30 minutes, it went from 99 cents to $405. And then the day after that, $540. And a few days after that, $560. And then with an hour left of auction, it jumped to $700. And the winning bid was $780.
Wow.
So this was like an original design of this mask long before the movie came out.
Like I said, she bought it. It was from the first production run in 1991.
Right. So like when movies get made, there's a production run at first.
Yes.
And then the final product is what you see, sometimes even like a year or two later.
Like almost $800?
No, I'm not paying that. You could find one that looks very similar for substantially less.
Somebody paid for it.
I mean, if you're into like memorabilia from movies and stuff, I guess, but I'm not paying $800 for a Scream mask. But then again, that perverted teacher in Indiana probably was like, here's my credit card. Let's get nuts. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Did you guys even like that movie? Allison, Scream, the first, the original?
It's so funny we're talking about this. I literally saw it for the first time Sunday. I thought it was fun. It's a fun classic Halloween movie.
You saw it for the first time Sunday?
Yeah, I'd never seen it in full before.
Wow.
It was okay. Like, I saw it at a theater at Ball State with the chick I was dating at the time and only went because she wanted to go and was hoping to get lucky afterwards.
Yeah, I understand that.
Good cast, though. Like, it's a good cast.
It is a good cast.
Like, if you like, Scream, or scary movies, rather. Like, that's like the iconic line,
David Arquette.
Courtney Cox.
Drew Barrymore at the beginning.
Right. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Was she in that?
Hewitt.
Who was?
Or was she in the other one?
She was in the other one.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
Right. They all kind of run together.
They do. Kind of. But yeah, I think it's a classic.
More Halloween stuff here. A new poll by CVS claims that people who have already bought their Halloween candy will not only eat that bag before the 31st, they will eat another bag before the 31st. The folks at CVS have done the research and said, if you've already bought a bag, we're going to see you here at least 2 more times.
Listen, I'll eat bags all day long. All right? Clip that, Allison. I definitely eat my kids' Halloween bags.
Sure.
For sure.
Yep.
But twice before they make it to the 31st?
If you decide, hey, there's a sale on, candy bars this weekend, let's go get a bunch of them. Guess what? You're going to eat them. And according to CVS, you're so fat, you're going to eat another one before the 31st. Diabetes. In honor of the Halloween candy being eaten by folks before the magical date, here's a little stroll down memory lane with Hammer and Nigel Records. We were feeling a little Kid Rock when we put this together.
It was almost Halloween, my candy bowl was getting lean. I thought that 20 bags would somehow last. And I bought Chinese Snickers bars, M&M's, and even Mars. And I transferred all of them straight to my ass.
Pretty much.
And I saw it by the door, thinking I'd eat just one more. There's nothing wrong with just a little taste. But that was 15 pounds ago. My gut looks like Pillsbury dough. And I'm standing here in wrappers to my waist.
Hate those wrappers.
And you should see my thunder thighs. They're made from Payday's new fun size. And this triple chin of mine is just plain wrong. Now I'm back here at the store, teary-eyed and buying more. 'Cause it ain't even Halloween and my candy's gone.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Hey, my Galaxy Concrete garage floor coating is out of this world. You should have seen the miracle they performed in my garage, the before and after photos. Don't even do it justice. My old garage floor was so cracked and stained and dirty and unmaintained. For 40 years, it's been like that. Galaxy Concrete Coatings came in, and as little as a day, gave me a brand new garage floor coating. It's nice, it's smooth, but it's gritty. You're not going to slip. It's easy to clean, won't fade, and it's got a lifetime warranty. Love the job they did so much I had them back. They did the concrete floor in my utility room in the basement. They can do whatever you need. Your garage, your basement, pool deck, any indoor, outdoor area, concrete. Love Galaxy Concrete Coatings. Check out their website, galaxyconcretecoatings.com, or give them a call, 751-9070.
Our electric bills have increased as much as $50 each month. Governor Mike Braun is driving bills even higher. Instead of helping families, Governor Braun is doubling down on costly coal, gas, and nuclear. That means more pricey power plants that Hoosiers like us have to pay for. Utilities get richer, we pay more. Something has to give. Go to StopMikesHikes.com today to send Governor Braun a message. Hoosiers need affordable energy, not a blank check for greedy utilities. Paid for by Citizens Action Coalition.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
An An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
An inmate escaped police custody today in Marion County. Cloudy, showers not far from Monument Circle, 62 degrees. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:31. Deontay Green, who was in the custody of Community Corrections, jumped out of a transport vehicle and then ran off. Jay owns a business right by the Marion County Adult Detention Center.
Does this make you feel uneasy with cops circling your business, asking people if they've seen a certain person? Does that make you uneasy until this guy's busted?
You know, sadly, you get a little numb to it. We're no strangers to cops seeking the area to find suspects. These fine men and women are doing everything they can to help our neighborhood.
Ryan Hedrick reporting. You can see a picture of Green on WIBC.com. During a meeting with Senate Republicans for a Rose Garden Club lunch today, as the government shutdown continues, President Trump is praising his Republicans for voting to reopen the government while at the same time criticizing Democrats.
Today I'm calling on every Senate Democrat to stop the madness, to let our country get back in the greatest moment in the history of our country in terms of wealth, in terms of job creation, and these guys go on strike.
Democrats say they want an extension of health care subsidies, which are about to expire, added to the bill, and they're also demanding that Trump negotiate with them directly. Trump has said he's willing to discuss a deal, but he wants the government back open first. A group of people are about to be interviewed that may have a say in your electric bills. John Herrick reports.
The Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission nominating committee's members say they have reviewed 47 applications for 3 open seats on their 5-member commission. The Indiana Capitol Chronicle says that 22 people will be interviewed, including 1 sitting state senator. Once the interviews are done, the recommendations get sent to Governor Mike Braun. Braun wants new appointees to focus on ratepayers, affordability, and supply. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And Warner Bros. Discovery is exploring a possible sale, saying they've gotten unsolicited interest from multiple people. Again, that's Warner Bros. Discovery. Offers have come in for the whole company, as well as just their studios and streaming platforms. And this news follows a recent report that they turned down an offer from Paramount Skydance. Traffic and weather in 1 minute. It's 3:33.
It's time. You've been putting off that kitchen or bath remodel long enough. What are you waiting for? Get started today with Boer Remodeling. Boer Remodeling customer Kathy had a bath remodel with Boer. Kathy, talk a little bit about your experience.
Our experience with Boer has been terrific. The process was so easy and seamless. When we decided to do a larger remodel of our first floor, Boer was the first company we thought of hiring.
And were you happy with the results?
The results are amazing, and we are so happy with our home and the work that Boer did.
Peter is another recent Boer Remodeling customer with a new kitchen. Peter, what was the best part about working with Boer?
We especially liked the active participation that we were able to have in selection of stone for the countertops. Really came out beautiful. The cabinets also came out very, very well.
The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. They'll guide you through the entire process. Start with a free consultation. Talk to Boer Remodeling today. That's BOOHER, BoerRemodeling.com.
WIBC traffic at 3:34. Here's Matt Bear.
Crash downtown between the North Split and Michigan Street at southbound 6570. 2 right lanes are closed and traffic is backed up into the North Split. Also a crash south side, northbound 65 after Raymond. Right lane is blocked, traffic jammed. Back to Keystone Avenue, showing a delay right now of 27 minutes. Crash on the south side, US 31 south of Thompson Road. East side, southbound 465 slow from 72 Washington. And eastbound 70, stop and go traffic Harding into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy for our Tuesday night with lows in the low 40s, and then we're in for our coolest day in 5 months for Wednesday. High temperatures will only be the mid-50s with partly to mostly cloudy skies and breezy winds. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Well, Hammer, reports saying Trump got into a, quote, shouting match with Zelensky from Ukraine in the Oval Office in the last meeting. Now, we know how the first meeting went. Very awkward.
You don't have the cards. You don't have the cards.
That's exactly what it was. And it was awkward. So per the Financial Times and Axios, Trump went as far as to shout and curse at Zelensky during Friday's meeting, urging him, quote, urging him to accept Russia's terms for ending the war and warning him that Putin had said he would, quote, destroy Ukraine if Zelensky did not agree.
So take that information with the news we found out today that the next meeting between Trump and Pootie-Tang has been canceled.
Yep.
So Trump and Putin were supposed to have a conversation.
I don't like that.
And that has been canceled. Now, with Trump, you never know. It could be he wanted to go to McDonald's. Could be the Diet Coke machine needed to be fixed at the White House. Or he wanted to be there wearing the hard hat as the destruction took place to build the ballroom. Could have been a number of things. But the fact that
a lot going on over there.
This story comes after the reports from Axios and Financial Times, which take those for what you will, say that Trump was yelling at Zelensky.
Well, I mean, their first meeting at the Oval Office was very awkward. And it was him and Vance. It was Trump and Vance versus Zelensky. You haven't even said thank you.
J.D. Vance off the top rope.
Yes.
And listen, I think of this like a football game, right? Let's say Purdue is playing Georgia in a football game this year.
Okay.
This year. Georgia's probably going to be up, I would imagine, 40-3, approximately, against Purdue. Okay?
3 is generous.
Purdue is not a football school. They're a basketball school. But it doesn't make you somebody that still doesn't want to root for Purdue, but the real reality is Georgia is probably going to win that game. That's the same thing with this Russia-Ukraine war. It's okay to root for Ukraine because screw Putin, screw Russia, I get it. But the real reality is Russia is winning this war, and if it goes on any further, Russia will completely annihilate Ukraine. To quote Donald Trump, the Ukrainians don't have the cards. If you want this war to end, you're going to have to give a little to get something. That's the art of the deal. And I see so many people on social media going, Trump is bowing down to Vladimir Putin. No, Putin's winning this war. He is. You might not like it. You might not like Georgia being up 40-3 on Purdue, but that's the reality.
And he's doing it slowly, methodically.
And maybe it's been a little underwhelming at times. I think we all thought maybe a little too highly of the mighty Russian army when this thing first started.
Well, Ukraine is pushing back for sure.
And they've showed a lot more fight.
They've made it difficult.
I'm just saying, it doesn't make you a bad guy for accepting reality that there's going to be one outcome in this war, and it's not going to be the one you want. If I played one-on-one with LeBron James right now for $1 million, you guys can root for me all you want, and I might be the scrappy upstart, but I'm not winning that one-on-one game for $1 million. Sometimes you have to let reality set in and put your personal feelings aside. Speaking of all things government shutdown continuing today. Nige, I can't believe all of us are still alive with the government being shut down.
Why are we even here?
Bernie Sanders, old man Bernie, was on The View for a very, well-balanced conversation.
Sure.
And Bernie, though, was catching some strays from, I don't know who their new conservative chick is on The View. I have no idea who these women are outside of the ones we already know. But she brings up a good point. Hey, Bernie, if you want this thing to end, how about congressmen and women stop getting paid?
Oh, yeah.
Listen to Bernie's reaction.
What would be powerful, though, is if Congress didn't take their money while they were waiting. Because right now, it's hard to imagine it's incentivized. It's easier for the politicians in D.C. to go away from each other and say, we will win this way, while people are losing their paychecks. If Congress just said, we're not going to take our paychecks till we figure this out, that would be a noble step in the right direction, I would say.
Not everybody can afford to do. You got some young people there with kids there.
Either can the people that aren't getting paid, though,
I think
and
that's
there's
a
a
fair
holdout.
point. I think that's a fair point.
He knew he stepped in it as soon as he said, well, people won't be able to afford it in Congress. Oh, that's a fair point. She goes, well, neither will the people that are in line for food stamps.
Right.
Or food. Wow. Talk about tone deaf.
Right. That's his own little bubble.
Talk about not reading the room. There's some people in Congress that won't be able to afford that if we ever decided to do that during a government shutdown.
Bernie's never been the best at thinking off the top of his head. He's not a witty guy. Remember when he's getting called out for his climate change bull crap and someone said, okay, that's fine, Bernie. You can say we're all going to be under the water here in 10 years, but one, why did you buy a house on the water? And two, why do you fly private all over the country?
Well, you want me to walk to California?
That was his answer.
Walk to California?
You want me to walk? No, you can fly commercial, though,
these
Bernie.
Hypocrites.
So ridiculous. Oh, man, I don't like these bad two words together, Nige. Turkey shortage.
What?
Turkey shortage.
No.
Last time I checked, we're getting close to like the biggest turkey day of the year.
Yeah, about a month away from right now.
And I'm hearing some chatter. There's a turkey shortage. According to a new study, America's turkey flock has decreased to the smallest size in 40 years,
Whoa.
mainly due to an outbreak of bird flu. So turkey prices are now trending up around 40% this Thanksgiving season.
Yeah, well, we're going to have a conversation with the coupon lady, your wife, to see what we can do about this. 40%?
40%. Now, Trump's going to get blamed for this. Well, I thought you said that the Thanksgiving meals would be cheaper. Well, we didn't know there'd be a bird flu either, and the freaking flock would be in question. But here we are. Which brings us to great moments in turkey history. If you've never seen an aggressive turkey, these things are rotten SOBs.
Yeah, they're mean.
Here's a story from Boston where there was a group of aggressive turkeys creating some mayhem.
It's extremely scary. It's frightening. If you're walking, they come up extremely, extremely close to you, and they come forward as if they're going to bite you.
The one incident I had was with my mailman. I heard a lot of commotion. I looked outside, and they had him cornered across the street.
My husband has gone out maybe 4 to 5 times to sweep them away from various people. I'm actually fearful to just go walking on my own.
Okay, so
It's
that
not
was
funny. I apologize. I apologize for laughing, for saying that the turkeys had the mailman cornered.
That was in Boston. I will now see that and raise you turkeys creating a ruckus in New Jersey.
Okay.
The turkeys are taking over. It's like an infestation. I can't get out of my door. Sometimes I can't get out of my car. Shoo them away. They won't do anything. They just look at you to say, yeah, they don't care.
People think it's a laughing matter. It's a serious matter. When I can't get out of my house to get in the car because they won't go away and you can't get them to go away and they go to bite you, yes, it's a problem. They've broken windows in people's houses when they fight. It's something to be taken seriously.
And, of course, you can't do great moments in turkey history without the gold standard
Here
from
it is.
WKRP.
Here it is.
Something just came out of the back of the helicopter. It's a dark object, perhaps a skydiver, plummeting to the earth from only 2,000 feet into the air. To the third. Oh my God, they're turkeys!
The turkey drive.
Oh, they're crashing to the earth right in front of our eyes. One just went through the windshield of a parked car. This is terrible. The cars running around pushing each other. The turkeys are hitting the ground like sacks of wet cement.
Yes, God is my witness. I thought turkeys could fly.
Great moments in turkey history.
Sacks of wet cement.
There's one name for every home system. Chapman. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, drains, electrical, and now proudly serving Bloomington. Remember the man for all seasons, and now more reasons. Chapman. ChapmanHeating.com.
The deals are happening at Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. That's where you get your next Ford car, truck, electric vehicle, or fleet vehicle. More savings, more selection, and more for your trade. Drive off in a new Ford F-150 for 3.9% APR or lease for $401 a month. It's your choice. You can get a new Bronco Sport for just $381 a month. Get more before it's gone. And routine maintenance plans are available to keep things simple and convenient. And don't forget, get more to your door. Just shop online, and Andy Moore will deliver directly to you. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. For your car, for your truck, for your fleet vehicle, and of course, that service. Just go to AndyMooreFord.com, set up your service, they'll pick up your car, take perfect care of it, and bring it right back to you. Andy Moore Ford, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield. Stop into the showroom and tell them Tony Katz sent you. Or online at AndyMooreFord.com. That's Andy Moore, M-O-H-R. AndyMooreFord.com.
Growing your retail business is easier with Shopify Point of Sale. Shopify POS connects your entire retail store, in-store, online, and social media on one platform. It's built for how customers shop today and for how they'll shop tomorrow. The result? Smoother checkouts and deeper customer relationships that pay off and keep them coming back. Ready to grow with Shopify POS? Visit shopify.com/switch now for more details. That's shopify.com/switch now.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture Mattress in Columbus. Football season's back, so it's time for our annual Sit, Sleep, and Eat sale. Lowest prices of the year on all Lazy Boy, Flex Deal, and Smith Brothers. Save up to $800 on mattresses by Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and King Coil. And save up to $400 on the Big Green Egg. Free delivery, interest-free financing. Sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on.
My brother never checks on dad, or my sister won't make time to take mom to the doctor. Are these things you've heard yourself say? This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. I have a caregiving tip for you. Stay tuned.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
Expressing anger or resentment toward unsupportive siblings can cause unmendable rifts in relationships. Don't try to control everyone else. You can only control yourself. The success of your caregiving journey does not rest on others. So enjoy the time with your loved one. This is your special time with them. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joy's House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access a library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
If you stopped paying your financial advisor, would they still be your friend? A different look at retirement planning with Greg Ayler. Sunday mornings at 7 on WIBC.
Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today.
Colts fans, our team is on fire and we're celebrating in style. Join us for the Colts Ultimate Tailgate this Sunday at noon at the Slippery Noodle. We're talking drink specials, tailgate games, and nonstop Colts hype before kickoff. Bring your crew, wear your blue. Details at WIBC.com.
Matt Bear, has anybody contacted the traffic center about, I don't know, seeing a random inmate in shackles running across the road?
No, but I've been listening to the scanner like a madman here this afternoon. Have not heard anything yet, but I'm keeping an ear on it. Southbound 6570 downtown, crash before Michigan Street, blocking 2 right lanes, and traffic is jammed up into the north split, and then back to Rural Street on westbound 70. Inbound 65, 4-minute delay from 29th at 2 Meridian. Eastbound 70, stop and go traffic from Belmont into the south split. On the east side, southbound 465 slow from 70 down to Brookville Road. Northbound 65 tight from Southport Road up to 465. And again around South Keystone Avenue because of an earlier crash that has cleared. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new catering or new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to drexelin.com for details. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
62 at the American Standard at Cooling Weather Center. Cool story here, Nige. Girls volleyball team in Dallas bought their high school janitor a new car.
No way.
They found out he was getting rides to and from school every day, so they launched this GoFundMe. And they surprised the janitor with the new Ford SUV.
Hell yeah.
Here he is being surprised by the students and volleyball players. Take a listen.
The Texas way!
I feel really good. I'm really happy that he was so excited about everything. I didn't expect any less of a reaction from him, honestly. Abel's an amazing person. He has a million reasons to be sad and never has a smile not on his face.
In the classroom, in the hallways, in the gym, they know what is expected of them and they rise above it every single time.
Do you remember the janitors in your high school in Beech Grove? Because I don't remember.
I remember one only because his son went to school.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember Mr. Babbitt, who was awesome.
Yeah, and this gives me faith in humanity.
Now,
right?
how would you feel, though, if you're this volleyball team and you do this fundraiser and it's a great feel-good moment for the community, and like a month later you find out the janitor sold it and just bought crack with the money?
Why would the janitor do that? What how did that come up in your mind?
I just have very little faith in people. Like, I feel like, oh, this is a great gift. And the janitor's like, yeah, that's awesome.
Why would a janitor? Are you stereotyping janitors?
No, I'm just saying, how would you feel if you worked really hard to do this and you found out he sold the car and bought crack?
If that situation came up, I would feel very bad. But I don't think that's going to be the scenario.
I love how, like, you always think the best of people.
I do.
You're a very positive person. You make everybody you meet outside of a few of our coworkers feel really good all the time. I, on the other hand, I have different thoughts. Speaking of thoughts, here are thoughts on the new college football slate. New Degenerates Next Door podcast is out. It's the college football edition. Rob tackles the IU game. IU takes on UCLA this Saturday.
Can you at least tell us the line on that right now?
IU is a 25.5-point favorite.
Whoa, wow.
And listen, as a Tennessee fan, Coach Sig, if you're listening, hang 60 on these dudes.
Hell yeah.
Because UCLA, that's where Tennessee's quarterback that was trying to shake him down for money ended up in the offseason. Nico Iamaleava and his crappy dad were shopping themselves around while Tennessee was in the playoffs, getting ready for Ohio State.
Yeah, I remember.
They reached out to Oregon, and Oregon's coach is friends with Tennessee's coach and was like, hey, just so you know, I know you got practice this afternoon, but your quarterback asked if he could be on my team next year. And he wanted $3 million a year. kid's not that good. Like, if you're Tim Tebow at Florida, okay. If you're Peyton Manning at Tennessee, maybe.
Do you happen to know, and if you don't, it's fine, who is the highest paid college football player right now?
I think it's Arch Manning.
Wow.
Not living up to that money.
Oh.
Top stories next.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
If you suffer from burning, tingling, or numbness, pay special attention as we discuss neuropathy with Dr. Matt Schulke, chiropractic neurologist and board certified in neuropathy. What is neuropathy?
Neuropathy is nerve damage in the feet or hands.
What are the symptoms?
The symptoms are numbness, burning, tingling, pain, and loss of balance.
Is neuropathy treatable?
Absolutely, and we get amazing results.
If you have burning, tingling, numbness, pain, or balance issues, call Dr. Schulke today for a free nerve damage screening. This screening will tell if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for their specialized treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe nothing can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, even amputations. The first 10 callers will receive a free nerve damage screening. Simply call 463-400-3338. Act now. Call 463-400-3338 for your free nerve damage screening. 463-400-3338.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tamara and Nigel to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Save plenty this spooky season with Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $129 plus 15% off dryer vent and duct cleaning too. ZeroResIndy.com.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, haven't seen you around the gym for a while. Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could it be lower testosterone?
Lower T.
Happens to most guys after 40. I was in the same boat until I started using Nugenix Total T2.
Total T2, the new one I've seen on TV.
Yep, it's the next generation testosterone booster for both free and total testosterone. It's packed with even more man-boosting power, sending nitric oxide levels skyrocketing in just 3 hours.
It actually works?
I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I've got more energy, better results in the gym, and things are even better in the bedroom. Send them a text and get a complimentary bottle.
Text now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the #1 testosterone brand at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, absolutely free. Text BEAT to 231231. BEAT to 231231. BEAT to 231231.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name, and the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, an escaped inmate in Marion County from today certainly has people concerned. A person heard about this, and he shares what he has to say about it. And you'll hear about a trip to honor veterans that will be happening in November. Those stories are coming up next after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 4 o'clock.
An impact
Forecasts in Washington. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. 3 weeks into a government shutdown, President Trump urging Democrats to end it by supporting a short-term spending bill that's failed 11 times in the Senate.
Chuck Schumer, who I've known for a long time, and the radical left Democrats are holding the entire federal government hostage to appease the extremists in their party.
The president after a White House lunch with Senate Republicans, but Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says health care issues need to be addressed, especially Obamacare subsidies that are set to expire.
We have a very simple request. Sit down and negotiate. The American people are aghast. Any observer, objective observer, is aghast that here on this serious problem, they won't even negotiate with us.
Republicans say end the shutdown, then they'll negotiate. Delaware Democratic Senator Chris Coons just telling Fox he has no confidence there would be negotiations if they reopen government first. A man's facing felony charges for threatening the top House Democrat.
I cannot allow this terrorist to live, is what New York State Police allege Christopher Moynihan sent in a text message before House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries was scheduled to give a speech in New York. According to a felony complaint filed in Dutchess County, obtained by Fox News Radio, Moynihan also said, quote, "Even if I am hated, he must be eliminated, and I will kill him for the future." Moynihan is one of the January 6 defendants pardoned by President Trump and is now charged with making a terroristic threat.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz on Capitol Hill. Jeffries telling reporters he will not be intimidated. A NATO spokesperson just confirming that NATO Secretary General is heading to Washington and will meet with President Trump. This after a White House official said there's no meeting scheduled in the immediate future between President Trump and Russia's president, walking back a possible peace summit on the war in Ukraine. The Dow up 218 points at the bell. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Frustration is what many people in Marion County are feeling. You've got a mostly cloudy sky, and it's 57 degrees in downtown Indy. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:02. This was after hearing about an inmate that escaped from custody. John Herrick reports.
Police have been trying to find an inmate named Deontay Green who escaped from custody on Tuesday from Community Corrections in Marion County by jumping out of a transport vehicle. This man named Randy says it's nice to see the police looking for Green.
But sometimes, man, I mean, if something happens, if there's something that goes wrong, it takes cops an hour and a half to get here, so you tell me.
Multiple police agencies are trying to find Green, who was wearing leg shackles and handcuffs when he got away. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And this man named Martin Rover lives in Indianapolis. He says there's lots of crime in the city that comes in lots of forms, including drag racing.
There is a special gang who modified the muffler, and then now you can hear noisy cars everywhere in Indianapolis and around Indiana.
He wants Indiana Governor Mike Braun and Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett to take action and get it under control. Average price for gas in Indiana is $2.98, says AAA. A $50,000 Powerball ticket bought in Decatur for the April 26th drawing expires this Thursday afternoon. You have until 4:30 Eastern to claim it at the Hoosier Lottery office in Indianapolis. And a memorial journey will take place in Fort Wayne next month. Here's Jonette Cruz.
Honor Flight Northeast Indiana is gearing up for a special trip next month, celebrating its 54th flight to Washington, D.C. On Wednesday, November 5th, the organization will safely transport 85 veterans to visit the memorials dedicated to their service. The group includes veterans from the Korean, Cold, and Vietnam Wars, some of whom earned Purple Hearts and Bronze Stars. The community is invited to join the Welcome Home celebration at the Fort Wayne International Airport around 8 p.m. to pay tribute to these heroes upon their return. Jonette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And it's 4:04. Your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-6600929. That's 317-6600929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-6600929. That's 6600929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wealth Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
You've got WIBC traffic at 405 with Matt Bear.
Downtown crash southbound 6570 before Michigan Street. 2 right lanes are blocked. Traffic is jammed into the north split. That slows down westbound 70 from rural. Eastbound 70 is stalled at Meridian. And this is blocking a center lane and backing up traffic back to Belmont Avenue, a 13-minute delay. Inbound 65, stop and go before 21st to Meridian, delayed 4 minutes. East side southbound 465, stop and go traffic before I-70 down to Brookville Road. Northbound 465, slow in pockets from 70 up to Penn Pike. And again, East 56 to I-69. Inbound 69 is slow, 106th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the looks all for under $30 with new arrivals every day. You never know what you'll find. Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
We're in for a mostly cloudy and very chilly Tuesday night, with low temperatures expected to fall down to the low 40s, and then expect the coolest day in 5 months, as we will feel more like November for our Wednesday. High temperatures will only be in the mid-50s under partly to mostly cloudy skies and breezy winds continuing, and then we'll track the potential for some frost Thursday morning, with low temperatures starting off in the mid-upper 30s before highs are in the upper 50s Thursday afternoon. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Steven Deanna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
So a big day down in Bloomington, Hammer, is Tucker Carlson speaking and doing some Q&A at IU. He's filling in for the late Charlie Kirk. This is a Turning Point USA event. Governor Braun scheduled to speak there. He'll be on with us tomorrow on Wednesday. First of all, I received a phone number to Tucker Carlson's direct assistant. Blew her up for the past 3 weeks.
We tried really hard to
I
get
didn't
Tucker
blow her
on.
up. I texted her once a week, like, hey,
we'd love to have Tucker on.
Love to have Tucker on. Buckley used to work. Buckley's Tucker's son. He used to work for Jim Banks. He's now with the Vance camp. Let's get him on. Nothing. No response.
And Tucker's son, Buckley, was very kind and got us in contact with the inner circle.
Yes. So
and the inner circle promptly gave us the finger. I mean, that's how it played out, right?
That's how it played out. So my dream would have been to have Tucker on this show.
Yes.
But
not going to happen.
That's all right.
But dreams can kind of come true, Nige. I knew the real Tucker wasn't going to be on today, but I didn't want to break your heart. So I got the next best thing.
Okay.
Here to talk about his experience speaking at IU today is AI Tucker Carlson.
I'm an hour away from the WIBC studio in Indy, yet I can still smell Nigel's failure floating in the air. That guy is a bigger piece of crap than Don Lemon. At least Don Lemon shows up to work. At least Don Lemon doesn't smell like Chris Christie's sweaty butthole. Nigel was once a prominent and hard-working radio host. Now he's a fat and lazy turd who stutters and pisses off his co-workers on the rare days he shows up to work. It's rare when Nigel doesn't have an STD. That guy's pee probably burns more than a forest in Los Angeles. It absolutely floors me that Allison finds Nigel attractive.
Same.
Ladies, can you imagine having Nigel slide your underpants down? I bet he gets out of breath just doing that. Nigel pees sitting down. And if we are being honest, probably poops standing up. AI. Tucker, out.
AI Tucker Carlson on the Hammer and Nigel show.
Do you know it's physically impossible to poop while you're running naked?
I did not know that.
Little piece of information there.
How did you find that out?
Internet.
That all?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
You can't. Well, I think it was on Jackass. I think they tried it.
Okay.
But.
And I think we're burying the lead here. Somebody may be listening for the first time and might not be aware that Allison has crushed on Nigel for a long time now.
I've never said that. I've never said that.
I'm flattered, Allison.
I remember a show distinctly where you said Nigel was attractive.
No, that's just not true. The question was who would get a higher swiping rate between Hammer and Nigel. And at the time, I said Nigel. Didn't know you were going to be this butthurt about it.
And then you
would've
went
just
on
said
to
Hammer
say-
shut the
She said butthurt.
And then you went on to say, I think Nigel could swipe a few other things of mine. And
I don't think that's how it went.
ever since then, I'm telling you, like the tension between you two, you guys just need to go in the back and get it done so we can move on with the show.
Hold on.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
It sounds like it helps you sleep at night.
No,
It would help me sleep at night.
Ryan Hedrick from the WIBC News team, he is down in Bloomington.
Oh, really?
He is going to be covering this from a protest angle because I'm sure there's going to be some people that don't believe in free speech. There's going to be some folks that are very pro Tucker Carlson. And Ryan Hedrick from the news team is going to be calling in at 5:30.
Oh, cool.
This event, I believe, gets going at 7 tonight. But people will be in place, and I'm sure if there's any protest action, we'll find out about it before 5:30. We do have an update, though, from a story we had about a month or two ago. Remember that awful situation in Cincinnati where white couple that went to some music festival were just beaten savagely in the streets? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the police chief, the DEI promoted Terry Theedage, she was the chief of police in Cincinnati. If you remember, she was more upset that people were watching it on YouTube and coming up with their own conclusions than anything that actually happened. Take a listen.
Social media and journalism and the role it plays in this incident. And yes, guys, that's you. That is you. Social media, the post that we've seen, does not depict the entire incident. That is one version of what occurred.
Okay, you can stop.
Oh, my God. What version do you need to see? These people getting pummeled?
Like, I don't care what they said, but nobody has a green light to pummel people in the street.
What a moron. Could you I couldn't even imagine in 1,000 years Chris Bailey, IMPD chief, saying something like that.
How dare you watch what happens here all the time? Well, the update is she's now been placed on internal leave.
Really?
They're doing an internal investigation. And if you remember, there were a lot of police officers in Cincinnati that were leaving the force in droves because Cincinnati's got a very liberal Democrat mayor. And
I didn't know that.
He pushed the Cincinnati Police Department to go down a same path. So they promoted some woman who had no business being promoted and brought in all this DEI crap, made that the biggest focus of the police department. People got passed up for promotions because they weren't the right sex or color on the Cincinnati Police Department. It's a mess down there, and now she is on a leave as they look into this with an internal investigation.
Good.
This is maybe a game changer, Nige.
What's that?
The Charmin Company, the toilet paper people. They're rolling out a new product called Forever Toilet Paper. Charmin's new Forever Roll. It's supposed to last you up to a month. Now, the name itself may be a little misleading. It's not forever, but this is supposed to be a roll of TP that's so big and it's double ply, it's supposed to last a house of 2 up to a month.
First of all, I don't like Charmin. I don't like the Kirkland brand. I like Cottonelle. I like what I like. So if there was a product called Forever Cottonelle, I might try it.
I think Charmin would win over more people if their commercials were more accurate. Like, instead of having dancing teddy bears playing with paper, show these teddy bears vigorously wiping their anus. That's what we buy it for, right?
Vigorously?
Vigorously, like how bears do it.
Now, I don't like Sherman. I don't think you can do forever toilet paper. What is it like supposed to be? Some giant roll that'll last you?
Right. And
like
here's
it'll last
the kicker.
you a month or something like that.
You also have to buy this little kit that you have to put together to put the stand up.
Oh, for God's sake.
To where this big mamma jamma sits on.
I'm getting out tools from my garage to put up this forever toilet paper.
Yes.
Like wrenches and sockets and screwdrivers and stuff.
You got to put together a little spool
This is
thing.
the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Just give me some Cottonelle, man. And I can't get it in my family anymore. Lindsay shops at Costco and some of these other places. She buys the Kirkland brand, which is not satisfactory to me. Cottonelle, #1. And I don't believe that. Forever toilet paper, what does that mean?
1,000 sheets. It's 1,000 sheets on this roll, and they say that a house of 2 is supposed to be able to use this for a month. But I've got questions. Like, what if the house of 2 eats nothing but White Castle and drinks warm Budweiser? I promise you're using more than 1,000 sheets. And what type of people are we talking about here? Like, a house of 2 that's Kenny Loggins and Clay Aiken is different than a house of 2 of Chris Christie and Governor Pritzker living together, right? Can you imagine those 2 big fat bastards going through just 1,000 rolls in a month? Not even close.
Oh, it'd take them like a week. A couple days at least.
And I'm with you. I'm not putting anything together, right? I'm going to take a dump. I'm not going to IKEA, okay? Let's make that perfectly clear.
By the way, do you use so you use the toilet paper after you're done? Do you use like the Costco? We buy the Costco wipes, the flushable wipes.
Those are so bad for your toilet. I can hear Denny Smith's head spinning around right now. Like it's spinning around like Beetlejuice. But they say flushable.
It
Narrator.
says flushable.
They're not that flushable.
All right.
Anyway, Matt Bear.
All right, looking at a stall downtown. It's eastbound 70 at Meridian. Center lane block. Traffic jam back to Belmont, a 23-minute delay. Inbound 65, stop and go from 29th to Meridian. Southbound 65, 70 downtown. Big time crash at Michigan Street. 2 right lanes are blocked and traffic is jammed into the north split. That backs up westbound 72 Sherman. East side southbound 465, stop and go traffic before 70 down to 74. Northbound lanes tighten up before Penn Pike up to 75th. Crash east side. This is East Washington at Linwood Avenue. Also looking at a crash northwest side, Zionsville Road north of West 62nd Street. Traffic sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. As temps begin to drop, it's time to get your heating tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Again, you guys should see the lustful way Allison looks at Nigel sometimes. We had one
it's
of our...
awkward. It
is. It makes me uncomfortable.
I'm a married man.
Makes me uncomfortable. Yeah. One of our YouTube chatters says, the thing that really probably put her over the edge is when we posted your prom picture from back in the day.
Yeah, the man van really helped.
Sunshine 62 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. A fun round of Is This Anything is on the way. But before we do that, speaking of the YouTube chat,
what's that?
It's time to get those folks to step their game up a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
We need 100 people to go to the WIBC YouTube page and give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment, you can leave a comment. But all we're asking for is a like, okay? That's all we're asking for. And the reason we're asking are these dorks that work in the back. We call them the digital department.
Oh,
it's a group of 20-year-olds that are just out of college, and they think the government should pay for all of their education and all this crap. All they do is tell us, you got to get to 150. You got to get to 150. All right, fine. So we need 100 people to go to the YouTube page. And understand this. Every time you give us a like, think of it as a middle finger to these kids that work in the back. It's okay to give a know-it-all a middle finger, and that's what we're asking you to do. Go to the WIBC YouTube stream, give us a like, help us out, and help shut up a 20-year-old. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
This might be a good idea for those of you that have super nice cars but extremely dirty, cracked, and unmaintained garage floors. You got to call Galaxy Concrete Coatings. If you're tired of the epoxy fight, they don't use epoxy. This is better. They use polyurea. It's the new premium standard for concrete coating. So they came into my garage and worked miracles. Or any indoor-outdoor area concrete, check out their website, galaxyconcretecoatings.com, or call their office, 751-9070, and tell Nigel sent you.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Why do so many foundation, basement, and crawl space companies ask for half your money up front? Could it be because that's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they believe trust is earned, not demanded. That's why they do things differently. They start with a free inspection, no strings attached, to give you an honest assessment of what your home needs. No pressure, no surprises. When it's time for the work, they don't ask for a deposit or any upfront payment. Not a single dollar until the job is complete and you're 100% satisfied. That's how they've been earning trust for over 39 years. Whether it's sagging floors, moisture control, concrete repair, or a full crawl space encapsulation, you can count on Michaelis for repairs that last. Don't trust just anyone with your home. Choose the company that puts your trust first. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY today. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. The Michaelis Corporation, building trust beneath your feet.
You get up early on snow days because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to thrive in the winter. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $5,250. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by McAllister Machinery in Indianapolis to see their full line of Kubota or visit them online at McAllisterKubota.com.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Oh, man, we're brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, from the Attorney General's office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every single week.
Every damn week.
Fast, easy, and free to search. If you got any money floating around out there, you never know until you type your name into indianaunclaimed.gov.
Listen, if you want to get some money for the holidays and you're wondering, how am I going to be able to afford the gift I want to buy? Who knows? Maybe you got some free money out there.
Sure.
Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. All right, so earlier in the show, we were talking about Charmin having this, quote, forever roll of toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's supposed to last you a month. I feel like if you're going to gift that to somebody, this needs to be the accompanying gift to go with it.
Okay.
Kohler just rolled out a $600 toilet camera that watches you do your business.
Wait a minute. The words toilet camera makes me laugh. $600, for God's sake.
It watches you do your business, and then it analyzes the results so you can track your health. Here's the commercial for the new product called Dakota.
Introducing Dakota by Kohler Health. Dakota translates your body's signals into real-time insights, helping you decode your body's cues. Dakota uses advanced spectroscopy sensors to seamlessly analyze what your body leaves behind. Its sleek, self-clamping design blends seamlessly into any bathroom.
Oh, it's so
Paired
sleek.
with the Kohler Health app, Dakota delivers personalized health scores to help build lasting, healthy habits. It's everything your body's been trying to tell you.
It's a sleek camera attached to your toilet to watch you take a dump. It's so sleek. No, this is nothing. They analyze. So what you leave behind number twos, and this camera analyzes it and sends it back to its research lab. And
right.
Tells you if you have anything wrong with your stools.
It analyzes the stool, and I think it analyzes the hole.
Not only do you have blood in your stool, but you have a wart there on the left butt cheek. Is that what you're saying?
Bad case of hemorrhoids. Might want to check that out.
Now, I had Kohler send me one of these tests.
Did you?
And there's an AI element to it, Hammer. Let's just listen to what my results were the past week.
Well, looks like someone's been dining off the dollar menu again. I'm detecting traces of artificial cheese, mystery meat, and enough sodium to melt the ice on a driveway.
Oh.
Your fiber count. Let's just say a tumbleweed rolls through your intestines once a week. Maybe swap the drive-through for a drive past it. Add a vegetable. And no fries don't count. I'll be here, analyzing, silently judging, and cheering you on one flush at a time.
Yeah. So that was your examination.
That was my
interesting.
Examination.
So you wouldn't be interested in if somebody bought, you or Lindsay or your kids a $600 toilet camera?
Just the mere asking of the question is absurd. No, I don't want a $600 toilet camera in my bathroom.
All right,
no.
follow-up question.
Okay.
If you did have one, okay, let's just say that you had one. You'd watch the video, right? You'd watch the camera in action, right?
I don't know if there is a video component that goes along with it.
Well, yeah, you can watch. Like, you have to download a separate app that costs like $150 a year.
On my watch or something, or on my iPhone, I could. You're telling me
you could go back and relive your greatest dumps. Tell me that's not worth $600.
It's not.
I think it is. I totally think it is. And I'm not going to lie. Like, going back and watching some of those videos, still better than the final 5 episodes of Yellowstone that didn't feature Kevin Costner.
Oh, wow.
Shots fired.
Oh, man.
Is this anything? Some fans think that Chris Young was overserved during his headlining set at a concert in Tucson, Arizona. The clip shows Chris sounding a little pitchy, struggling to stay on tempo. Someone said it looks like drunk karaoke. Here he is trying to sing the hit, I'm Coming Over.
Yeah, I've heard this.
I mean, I've heard worse.
I guess he could be drunk, but he also could just suck.
Well, there's that, yes.
Like, maybe he's just not a good performer. I don't know this guy. I've heard I'm Coming Over before. I've heard that song.
Did it sound like that?
No, not on the radio, no.
Okay.
But who was it recently that, was it in the past couple of years? Toby Keith, maybe?
The late, great Toby Keith had a few beverages before he went on stage at Deer Creek that one time.
And they embraced him. The crowd embraced it.
I mean, like, do you expect Toby Keith to be sober when you buy a ticket? Like, I don't. That's what made him a legend, man.
But that didn't sound like anything except that he just kind of sucks. He's not a very good singer.
Like, I think you should reach out to Chris Young's PR people. Yeah, we just want to know here at the Hammer and Nigel show, was Chris drunk or does he just suck? Can you please let us know so we can pass that on to our audience? All right, let's do some caller roulette.
No.
Let's do some caller roulette.
Right now?
After a couple toilet stories, I feel like the time is right. 239-9393. No matter what you want to talk about. If you want to talk about possible special session to redraw congressional maps, if you want to talk about forever toilet paper, if you want to talk about the Colts or the Hoosiers or Governor Braun, everything and in between, nothing is off limits as long as you keep it radio clean. 239-9393. 239-9393. Your calls are coming up. This is the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
It's been 3 weeks since the government shut down. What's next? Mostly cloudy and 58. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 432. While a spending bill still hasn't been passed in the Senate, Arizona Democratic Senator Ruben Gallego has opposed the funding bill in the Senate each vote. He tells Fox Business's The Claimant Countdown.
If we don't fix this healthcare situation, not just for people that are on the ACA, insurance premiums are just going to double for the 22 million people for sure overnight. And then for all the other people that even are outside of that, they're going to feel the same effect.
Republicans and the president are open to negotiating with Democrats, President Trump that is, on health care subsidies, but demand Democrats first agree to reopen the government. Former Fox News host Tucker Carlson is at Indiana University tonight. Jarrett Lewis.
They say the show must go on. Turning Point USA is continuing its American Comeback Tour, started by founder Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated last month while speaking at Utah Valley University. As a way to honor Charlie's mission and keep the fight alive, the organization is holding more campus events, starting with one tonight in Bloomington at Indiana University. Tucker Carlson is headlining the discussion. Indiana Governor Mike Braun is also slated to speak. Doors open at 5:30 and the event begins at 6:30. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
One man was killed and a woman injured at an early Tuesday shooting on Indy's southeast side. IMPD says the woman found near East Tabor Street by East Raymond and Shelby led officers to an alley where the man was pronounced dead. AAA says average Indiana gas price is $2.98, and the Oklahoma City Thunder plays the Houston Rockets at 7:30 Eastern tonight. Kevin Durant will also be making his debut for the Rockets. Golden State Warriors will play the LA Lakers tonight at 10. And now your WIBC Closing Bell report. At the closing bell, the Dow rose by 218 points to 46,924. The S&P 500 gained less than a point, still at 6735, but the NASDAQ lost 36 points to 22,953. Time 4:34. Your traffic and weather next.
It's Terry Stacy, and not too many locally owned businesses in central Indiana have been around 80 years. But Cardwell Do It Best on the south side has stood the test of time. Congratulations to Jeff Cardwell and Cardwell Do It Best, recently named 2025 Member of the Year by Do It Best. Autumn brings about whole new to-do lists, and Cardwell Do It Best has everything you need and even stuff you didn't know you needed, like extra keys. They make keys, including programmable keys and key fobs. Cardwell is your discount roofing headquarters, featuring dimensional roofing as low as $21 per bundle. And for the yard, find a full line of trusted lawn and garden products and Milwaukee M18 Fuel cordless power tools. Come celebrate 80 years strong at Cardwell Do It Best. Locally owned, community trusted, and always ready to help you do it best. 3205 Madison Avenue. Shop online where you'll find over 67,000 products with free shipping at CardwellHomeCenter.com.
Traffic at 4:35. Matt Bear, what you got?
It's the northeast side, Jake. The stall cleared. Northbound 465 at East 71st just cleared. So we're still jammed up back to I-70, but the front of the line should get going a little bit. Still in a construction zone, so it'll take a minute. Also on the east side, southbound 465, stop and go 70. Down to South Shadeland, delayed 7 minutes. Crash clear. Downtown, southbound 6570 Shy Michigan Street. Traffic still stuffed back to the north split and on to westbound 70. Inbound 65, 4-minute delay 29th at 2 Meridian. Eastbound 70, stop and go traffic from Belmont into the south split. South side, northbound 65 slows after Southport Road into the 465 ramps because of construction. Then eastbound 465 slow from 69 over to Emerson Avenue. Crash on the east side, Washington Street at Linwood. Crash Keystone Avenue at East 52nd. Crash on the northwest side, Zionsville Road north of West 62nd Street. And another crash on the west side, Washington Street west of High School Road. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom at drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. Now the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
We're in for a mostly cloudy and very chilly Tuesday night, with low temperatures expected to fall down to the low 40s, and then expect the coolest day in 5 months, as we will feel more like November for our Wednesday. High temperatures will only be in the mid-50s under partly to mostly cloudy skies and breezy winds continuing. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Steven Deanna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hey, that Indy real estate market is strong, but it's not easy. Now is a good time to sell only if you hire real estate expert Mark Dietel, the only real estate agent we trust here in Indy. It was time for Michael and Speedway to downsize. Met up with Mark Dietel. They explained their amazing marketing plan. After just 3 days on the market, they accepted an offer $11,000 over asking price.
Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert we trust and recommend on the Hammer and Nigel show, and it's the guarantee that separates Mark Dietel from the competition. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You pick the move date, no long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Nobody does it better than Mark Dietel. Contact him today, 317-755-4232. 755-4232, or go to markdietel.com. That's Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
This is Denny Smith, and I'm here to tell you that a neglected well can lead to costly repairs. But C&J's got you covered with their well cleanout service. Right now, it's 30% off, and that's the lowest price of the year. C&J will remove the pump, insert a high-output air line into the well, and then safely airlift years of sediment and gunk out of the top of the well. Then they'll also do a 6-point inspection to assure that you and your family get the purest, safest water. C&J. Great systems and great people, too. 317-852-WELL.
Buckle up. Anything can happen here.
Oh, hell yeah. Let it ride. Let it ride.
Hammer and Nigel present Caller Roulette.
Quick update. The escaped inmate has been captured.
No kidding.
So the guy has been brought back into custody. And if you're wondering why this was such a big deal earlier in the show, Representative Andrew Ireland points out on his social media, this guy has 17 prior arrests, including some for strangulation, robbery, auto theft, drug dealing. Just last year, prosecutor Ryan Mears cut another sweetheart deal to give him probation on a felony gun case.
What do you do?
So it's good that this guy was captured again.
I don't know how he escaped.
Right.
Like, how easy is it for somebody that's in shackles to, like, with legs and arms together?
Here's a question for the YouTube chat. And again, if you're on hold, we'll get to you. It's caller roulette. Your calls are coming. Who do you think would be more difficult to catch? A guy shackled that is making a run for it from the police, shackled at the legs and maybe handcuffs on, or Governor Pritzker? If they're both running from the authorities, who do you think would be more difficult to apprehend?
But Pritzker doesn't have any of the shackles on or anything?
No, just his blubber. That's it. Pritzker or the guy that escaped today? Who do you think you would have a better chance at capturing?
Oh, Pritzker. No question.
Go to the WIBC YouTube chat or tweet at us at Hammer and Nigel. All right, caller roulette. This is where we have no idea what these people want to talk about. We don't screen out their call. Okay. All we have is a name.
All right.
Allison, is the dump button ready to rock? All right. If you're on hold, all we ask, keep it clean, keep it brief. Derek is up first. Derek, my man, what you got?
Hey, you guys rock, man. I listen to you every day when I'm out in the field. Farm for a living. Love you guys. You're funny. Keep up the hard work. What you guys were just talking about. You got, talking about the governor or that inmate that escaped. You left one more out. What about trying to capture Joe Hogsett when he's nowhere to be found?
It depends on what time of night. If he's had a few shots in him, I think that he might be stumbling a little slower than he normally does.
Yep.
Derek liked that one.
Keep up with
Derek, what kind of stuff are you farming? Derek, what
guys.
kind of stuff are you farming? What are you growing?
Corn, soybeans, and wheat.
Right on, man.
You say wheat or weed?
Wheat.
Okay.
Wheat.
Okay. I didn't.
Yeah. Nothing. Not the illegal stuff, there, guys.
Got it.
All right.
I wasn't judging either way, Derek. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Tom is up next. Tom, welcome to the show. What you got?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Great talking to you as usual. By the way, in answer to the previous caller, it's a tie between Pritzker and Hogsett right now. So let's put that in the mix.
I love Hogsett is now part of this race. I love it. I love it.
You never know what listeners are going to tell you. But when you guys were tasting beer on Friday a couple weeks ago, we were down at Monastery in Ferdinand, Indiana. It's a beautiful area down there. It's a monastery for the Sisters of St. Benedict. Now, what I'm getting to is they have a brewery and a tap room there, and they make the wine and they make the beer there. Fantastic beer. It's cold on tap, and it's very reasonably priced down there.
Can you get some to us? I'll pay for it.
I'll have to work on it. They do not. You have to get in the tap room down there. They don't bottle it or anything.
Oh.
But it is fantastic beer. I don't know how those nuns make such great beer.
Hammer and Nigel live out at the nunnery.
Right.
Get down Ferdinand. This might be a road trip for you guys.
Heck yeah. The Don't Start None Won't Be None World Tour. Let's go.
Oh, by the way, that's close to Holiday World, too. So there you go. There's your trip, guys.
Right on. Thank you, Tom. Becky is up next. Becky, welcome to the show. What you got, Becky?
Hey, guys. Listen to you about every day. Love listening to you. I was just going to circle back on the whole prisoner escape. How in the world does that happen? I mean, honestly, I know you guys asked that question, but, I mean, just he's shackled. He's cuffed. How in the world does that happen? Anyway, love you guys. Keep up the great work.
Right on. Thank you,
well,
Becky.
they caught him.
Right. But it shouldn't have been like an all-day manhunt. You shouldn't have had to get drones out to find a dude who's hobbling his ass down the road, right? Like shackled at the feet and shackled in the hands. you wouldn't think it'd be that difficult to catch somebody. But I don't know. Apparently it was.
Well, I wonder if he was still shackled. Maybe he had an accomplice that had bolt cutters or something like that.
Maybe.
Just saying.
But again, answer the question. Who do you think would be easier to catch? The guy shackled at the feet or Governor Pritzker if they both try to run off at the same time?
Pritzker. You can't make it a mile. You can make it a half mile.
Fred is up next. Fred, welcome to the show. What do you want to talk about?
Sir, when I was a young man, we used to send a feller over to Danville, Illinois to buy lottery tickets because we were not allowed to buy them in Indiana. And we lost thousands and thousands and not millions of tax dollars. And then when I hung out on the Ohio River throughout the summers, we had to go over to Kentucky to buy beer because we're not allowed to buy beer on Sundays in Indiana for such a long time. And I see a three-peat going on right now with the marijuana thing, with the people that I talk to that have to go to Michigan to buy it. They say the parking lots are full of Indiana plates.
Yeah, that's the case.
Run that by the Gov?
We have, and the problem you're going to run into, it's the same answer that we've always got. Until it becomes legal at the federal level, because it's technically illegal federally, but states have kind of been doing their own thing. But Indiana's always been one of those states where if it becomes legal federally, then maybe we'll have a conversation here. But until then, I don't think it's high on the to-do list for the state of Indiana.
But in fairness, every other state surrounding this one has figured it out, including other states that don't, like Denver. Holy God almighty, I just got back from Colorado. There's a dispensary on every corner.
Right. You turn to your left, you turn to your right, weed. It's everywhere. And it's not like we have some sort of issue with vices. I mean, we have one of the best gambling bills in the country. Like the Indiana gambling bill is really good. Sports betting and live cards at casinos and all that kind of stuff. So we are down for some vices, but we're picky about which ones. Let's go to Roger. Roger, you get the last word here, buddy. What's going on?
Raj.
Hey, been listening to you guys probably since day one. Love the show.
Yeah. Thank you.
As for running down somebody down at my age, it would have to be Pritzker because as long as I land on top of him, why, I'd be all right.
Right. You got a little cushion if you land on top of him.
Right. And my real beef is with yesterday, as I was watching Fox News, it came on as a brief that the U.S. just blew up another drug boat.
Saw
So I posted on your website, on the chat, good old USA blew up another drug boat. Thumbs up, 2 American flags. Boom, it got deleted. So I thought, well, I'll post it again. So I posted the same thing again. Boom, it got deleted.
Wait,
the next segment that Jason Allen Hammer is talking about how the great U.S. of A. is blowing the hell out of these drug boats and how they love it. But I still love you, Allison.
No, Allison, I don't believe deleted that. Allison, you didn't do that, right?
No, I haven't deleted anything the past couple
Did you
of days.
post it on YouTube or Facebook or
on the YouTube chat. But somebody deleted it. It was deleted twice.
No, Allison will only delete somebody if it's a clear troll account or
if it's a D-pick.
Or if it's a D-pick.
I would never do that. I mean,
never.
But I've listened to you guys since day one, and I just thought it was kind of odd that she was taking that down because the next segment you was talking about how we love blowing the hell out of these drug boats.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of algorithm on YouTube where if they see the words blow up, maybe
YouTube itself could delete it.
Right,
maybe.
YouTube itself. But yeah, Allison would not do that.
Nobody's deleting it. Anything here on the station.
I appreciate to know that because I've posted some stuff before that's been deleted, and I thought, why would she delete that?
Oh, yeah, no. No, unless you're being mean. Other than that, we don't delete things.
Yeah, 100%. So, hey, man, we appreciate you, Roger. Appreciate you, bud. All right, good round. Caller roulette right there.
All right.
Good calls. I love that everybody's getting into the question. Who would be easier to catch if they were trying to escape the police? An unshackled Governor Pritzker or a shackled inmate like the one that escaped today? At Hammer and Nigel on Twitter or jump in the YouTube chat.
giant list of reasons why I trust Window Nation. They did such an awesome job replacing the windows in the front of my house. My old, drafty, cracked windows. Came in within a day, put in some new windows, left my house cleaner than before the install. A+ rating for the Better Business Bureau for Window Nation. Recently ranked highest on Forbes' list of best window installation companies, so you know you can trust Window Nation for high-quality, affordable windows.
And all this month with Window Nation, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 for free. And there's no limit. The more you buy, the more free ones you get. And if that's not enough, no payments for 2 years. No monthly payments, no down payments, no interest until 2027. Call and set up that free consultation with Window Nation. 866-90-NATION. That's 866-90-NATION. Or go to windownation.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Attention Indiana homeowners, are you dealing with a wet and moldy crawl space? Hi, I'm Adam Swain with Swain Co. Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts dedicated to fixing your crawl space right the first time. And with our new, no interest, no payment financing, you can get the repairs you need without breaking the bank. Don't let crawl space water problems dampen your spirits. Call Swain Co., Indy's most trusted waterproofing experts at 317-407-1868 or swaincollc.com.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to drexelin.com for details.
Head online to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra Thursday, December 4th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
All right, Matt Bear, what's going on?
Westbound 70 heading out to the airport after Belmont debris blocking the left lane. No delay at the moment, just be careful. Eastbound 70 stop and go Timpson to the south split, 7-minute delay. Inbound 65 stop and go traffic MLK to Meridian for 6-minute delay. On the east side northbound 465 jam from 70 up to Penn Pike and then stop and go traffic up to 71st. Southbound 465 stop and go traffic 70 down to South Shadeland Avenue. South side crash eastbound 465 at I-69 left lane block slow to the White River. Crash on the west side. This is Washington Street west of High School Road. Crash Keystone Avenue at East 56 and Washington Street at Linwood. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
58 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. All right, went a little long there with caller roulette.
That's all right.
But when we come back, we'll reset how the inmate is now back in custody,
Good.
where he was arrested at, the latest details. Plus, in about 30 minutes, we're going to check in with Ryan Hedrick from the WIBC newsroom. He's covering the Turning Point USA Tucker Carlson event down at IU.
Cool.
We'll see if there are protests. We'll see how the crowd is. We'll touch base with him when we come back.
Hammer and Nigel Show only use American Standard heating and air equipment and dealers because they are built to a higher standard.
How about family heating and air? The Morris family. Ready to help you out with your needs this fall. You could call Rachel, Marcus, or Malia today to make sure your system is ready for the fall and even winter weather that's approaching. I had a problem recently. Called family. Malia walked me through the process. They're rock stars, man. Great customer service. Family Heating and Air always encourages you to call them for a free second opinion. If you've already got a quote from another dealer and something looks a little squirrely, call family, because nobody takes care of you like family. And you can also ask about indoor air quality as well. 317-577-8077. That's 577-8077. Family Heating and Air. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you. American Standard Heating and Air, built to a higher standard.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Most insurance accepted.
At Life Church, we believe that the truth of the Word of God is for all ages and vital to their ability to thrive in our current culture.
Barna research shows a child's faith is often set by age 13. That's why we're passionate about reaching kids and teens with truth and love right now.
With safe spaces, committed volunteers, and a foundation built on God's Word, Life Church is here to help your whole family grow in Jesus.
Whether your kids are just starting out or learning to own their faith, we're ready to walk that journey with you.
Go to lifechurchin.com for service times and locations. Parents, you can do this. We will help you.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Pat Sullivan here, hoping not to spook you, but you could have a clogged drain and not even know it, which could result in a horror story. Have no fear. As part of their Halloween spooky deals, my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are offering a $43 mainline snaking plus a free camera inspection. And the best part, if they don't get your drain flowing, it's free. Nothing scary about that deal. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today to schedule an appointment.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus, get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, an escaped inmate from Marion County is now back in police custody. Some changes might be coming soon to the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission, and top honors were earned at the 2025 World Food Championships. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 5 o'clock.
The U.S. government's been shut down for 3 weeks. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News, and each side is telling the other to budge.
The party in power would rather suffer a shutdown and negotiate with Democrats to lower costs.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says he and the top House Democrat have reached out to President Trump asking for talks to address what they call a health care crisis with Obamacare subsidies expiring this year. Senate Majority Leader John Thune.
People keep saying, negotiate. Negotiate what? I don't know what that is right now. The government needs to open up, and then we're happy to sit down and talk about any other issues that Democrats want to talk about.
President Trump urging Democrats to stop the madness, as he puts it, accusing them of holding the government hostage to appease extremists in their party. A short-term spending bill passed by the House has failed to reach the 60 votes needed to advance in the Senate 11 times. The president just hosting a Diwali celebration in the Oval Office, marking the Hindu Festival of Lights, and saying he spoke today with India's prime minister about trade. Homeland Security officials say a U.S. Marshal and an illegal immigrant were shot during an immigration enforcement traffic stop earlier today near downtown L.A., and that the target had previously escaped from custody.
Now, DHS writes about today's shooting. The illegal alien weaponized his vehicle and began ramming the law enforcement vehicle in an attempt to flee. Fearing for the safety of the public and law enforcement, our officers followed their training and fired defensive shots. The illegal alien was shot in the elbow, and one law enforcement officer was shot in the hand by a ricochet bullet. Both are in the hospital.
Fox's Matt Finn. DHS says vehicle rammings are part of a jump in assaults on its law enforcement officers. Just getting word of a tanker truck filled with gasoline exploding in Nigeria, killing at least 31 people. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
You may have heard that he ran off. What now? You've got a partly cloudy sky, 59 degrees. Tonight's low, 44. I'm Jake McDaniel, and this report is brought to you by Michaelis Corporation. Here's what's trending at 5:02. An inmate in Marion County that escaped from police custody today has since been found. John Herrick reports.
On Tuesday, during a transport to the Marion County Community Justice Campus, an inmate named Deontay Green jumped out of a transport vehicle and ran away. Police say they later found him in a homeless camp hiding on the southeast side of Indianapolis and took him back into custody. This man named Jay says he saw the police looking for Green around his business for quite some time.
Fortunately, there's a lot of criminal activity in this neighborhood, and it only gets amplified worse when inmates that are already caught are able to get back out.
Jay says he applauds the police for how hard they work, and he wishes they would get better support from the criminal justice system. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
A committee that impacts your electric bills is interviewing 22 people, including a state senator, for 3 open seats on the Utility Regulatory Commission. The Indiana Capitol Chronicle says Indiana Governor Mike Braun will make the final picks and wants the new members to focus heavily on ratepayers, affordability, and supply. One man was killed and a woman injured in an early morning shooting today on Indy's southeast side. IMPD says the woman found near East Tabor Street by East Raymond and Shelby led officers to an alley where the man was found dead. And Hoosier chefs dominated the 2025 World Food Championships at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Cindy Hawkins of Circle City Sweets won the dessert title.
Finally, after 8 times, we'll be going on in the spring to final table to cook against all of the category winners for the big money.
Hawkins told WIBC's Tony Katz she's thrilled after winning that title. Daniel McDonald of Franklin claimed the Bacon Crown, with both taking home $10,000 and a spot at next year's final table. WIBC News Time is 5:04. Your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Why do so many foundation, basement, and crawl space companies ask for half your money up front? Could it be because that's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they believe trust is earned, not demanded. That's why they do things differently. They start with a free inspection, no strings attached, to give you an honest assessment of what your home needs. No pressure, no surprises. When it's time for the work, they don't ask for a deposit or any upfront payment. Not a single dollar until the job is complete and you're 100% satisfied. That's how they've been earning trust for over 39 years. Whether it's sagging floors, moisture control, concrete repair, or a full crawl space encapsulation, you can count on Michaelis for repairs that last. Don't trust just anyone with your home. Choose the company that puts your trust first. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY today. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. The Michaelis Corporation, building trust beneath your feet.
With traffic at 5:05, here's Matt Bear.
Hey, we have another stall on the northeast side. It's northbound 465 at East 71st Street. Right lane closed. Traffic jammed back to I-70. Southbound 465 is stop and go on the east side before I-70 down to Brookville Road. Inbound 70 slows rural into the north split. Then southbound 65-70 jam north split down to the south split. Eastbound 70 delayed 4 minutes from Harding into the south split. South side crash. Eastbound 465 at I-69. Left lane is blocked. Traffic slow past Man Road. And then looking at Hancock County, eastbound 70 starting to slow before Mount Comfort Road, and we'll keep an eye on that. Crash Keystone Avenue at East 56. Crash Penn Pike just to the east of 465 reported as a pedestrian struck. And crash on the east side, Washington Street at Linwood. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard that Staples Easy Button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples. That was easy. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy for our Tuesday night with lows in the low 40s, and then we're in for our coolest day in 5 months for Wednesday. High temperatures will only be the mid-50s with partly to mostly cloudy skies and breezy winds. I'm Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
The hammer that escaped Marion County inmate now back in custody. A violent offender was able to get away during some sort of transfer, something going on in Marion County. And he was kind of able to limp away with leg shackles and handcuffs.
Deontay Green is his name, and for a little while here this afternoon in Central Indy, there was a manhunt on for somebody they considered a serious violent felon that had escaped custody. So around 11:45 today,
that's pretty scary.
This guy was reported as a jailbreak. He was in custody at the time from the Indy Metropolitan Community Corrections when he escaped, jumped out of the back of the transfer van, and then either barrel rolled or just hobbled his way to somewhere where he could get away and not be found.
Do we take any credence from what somebody told us on the chat in terms of his shackles, or do we even repeat that?
I don't know if his shackles were on or off, but officials did confirm that he was back in custody about an hour ago, around 4 o'clock, and the capture took place underneath a bridge near a homeless encampment. So that's where he was found.
I remember a scene exactly like that in The Fugitive with Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford's Fugitive was a good movie.
Oh, man. When he jumped off that train. Oh.
We were talking about Harrison Ford while we were on vacation because he's got a house up by Jackson, Wyoming. Just a big, huge ranch. Like, is he best known as Indiana Jones or is he best known as Han Solo? Or is it something else?
Oh, don't ask me that.
But I feel like it's down to those two.
I would say Han Solo. That kickstarted his career.
I mean, he'd been in stuff, but that made him a star.
He had been.
Yeah.
I would say Han Solo, but I could listen to an argument about Indiana Jones as well.
I mean, that dude has been in some of the biggest movies of our lifetime.
I remember going to Kings Island and with some buddies of mine when I was a kid, and our parents took us, and then we went to see The Fugitive at night there at the movie theater after we just got done with Kings Island. Intense. So good. So good. So that kind of just reminds me of, I don't know, this guy doesn't seem very sophisticated. I mean, Richard Kimball, Ford's character was a doctor and was trying to prove that Provasic was causing liver damage or something like that.
And yes, he might not be as sophisticated, but also all he had to do was kick open a van, too. This guy today. Just kick open a van, and now you're on your way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I see your point. But let's go back to the debate here.
Okay.
Harrison Ford.
Yes.
Is he Han Solo or is he Indiana Jones? Got a text from our friend Mindy.
Okay.
Indiana Jones was a leading role for Harrison Ford. As to where Star Wars, even though Han Solo was a cool, SOB, he wasn't the lead. Like Mark Hamill and others played the lead.
True.
James Earl Jones, Carrie Fisher, they were all the lead. Han Solo was more of a secondary character.
So on his grave, it's going to be Indiana Jones. Remembered for Indiana Jones.
I'm a Star Wars guy, though.
I am too.
Like, if you show me a picture of Harrison Ford, I say that's Han Solo. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Allison, jump in the mix here. Maybe it's a generational thing. If you see a picture of Harrison Ford and someone says, hey, pick one role he's known for, it's what?
Well, as soon as you said that, I thought Indiana Jones. But I haven't seen all the Star Wars.
Okay. Hit us up on the YouTube chat, WIBC's YouTube chat. Let us know. Harrison Ford, is he Indiana Jones or is he Han Solo? It's kind of a bonus bargument here going on. You can only pick one of those two.
Had a great cameo in Anchorman 2. The legend continues. Do you remember that, man?
He's got like a dry sense of humor, Harrison Ford does.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but like the line Harrison Ford has in the Star Wars when he's Han Solo, when Princess Leia's like, I love you, and his response is just a really cool, I know.
Yeah.
That's such a power move.
That was Empire Strikes Back when he was getting ready to be frozen in carbonite.
Yes. The I know is so strong right there. But again, he's also a dude who makes a hat and a bullwhip look fashionable. Like Indiana Jones made a hat and a bullwhip look fashionable.
Some of those later Indiana Jones movies were awful, though. But the first few.
If you remember in The Hangover, Alan has a satchel, and his whole point of having it was Indiana Jones had one. It's not a man purse, it's a satchel, and Indiana Jones had one. A pardoned Capitol rioter facing new charges. So, listen, I agree. I think a lot of folks that were at the Capitol that day probably had the hand of justice maybe come down a little too hard, I feel like. Unless you were damaging something or being a major pain in the ass, a lot of people had way too heavy sentences.
January 6th?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm fine if this idiot never steps outside again. So a guy named Christopher Moynihan, who basically got off the hook, like had his January 6th stuff commuted by Trump, also is back out now, and he's busted for making a felony charge of terror threats to Hakeem Jeffries.
Yep, back to jail for you, sir.
Right. Screw you. You know what? You had a second chance. You were given an opportunity, and the first thing you did was threaten Hakeem Jeffries. No. Go back to Guantanamo. Go back to Rikers. I don't care where you put this guy. Because now you're giving all the ammo to these nuts on the left that feel like January 6th is the exact same thing as September 11th or Pearl Harbor.
Sure.
You're putting all of those folks up on a pedestal now because you're an idiot. Now, speaking of pardons or commutations, TMZ is standing by the story that Trump is considering offering one of those to Diddy sometime this week.
I saw that. I saw the headline. Trump considering pardoning Diddy or whatever you want to
commuting his sentence.
Phrase it. The White House has denied it, but TMZ came back and said, no, we're standing by this.
Now, they haven't said Trump is going to do it. They're just said he might consider it this week. But should he even be considering it?
No, of course not. No.
Like, honestly, Diddy got away with so much stuff. He got a slap on the wrist compared to what he could have been charged with. Don't consider anything with this. Don't lighten the sentence. Come on, Trump.
That's dumb.
The coupon lady has weighed in. It's Indiana Jones.
Okay.
I'm seeing like a male versus female breakdown here. Like most dudes are going, that's Han Solo.
Well, I feel like they played the same character, the same cocky, arrogant, know-it-all character. Even though Indiana Jones was set in the 30s or 40s. And
he was like a professor.
Yes. But they played the same kind of character.
Yeah, but I feel like the ladies are going Indiana Jones and all the dudes are going Han Solo. So let's get Matt Baer in the mix here. Matt, when I say the name Harrison Ford, do you think that's Indiana Jones or do you think that's Han Solo?
I think regarding Henry. But that's a tearjerker right
Fair
there.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Get your box of tissues. You're going to need them, let me tell you. Looking at the east side, northbound 465 jammed up from 70 up to 71st. That's because of an earlier stall and now another stall. It blocks the right lane. And we have a 17-minute delay. Southbound 465 stop and go from 70 down to 74, an 11-minute delay. South side eastbound 465 stop and go traffic from 70 to the Man Road because of an earlier crash that has cleared. Southbound 65 slow from 21st all the way down to the South Split. We have construction in there. And right now, a delay of 13 minutes. Eastbound 70 stop and go traffic Belmont into Meridian, Illinois. Crash. Penn Pike, east of 465. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom print, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
John Buzzard on the Twitter feed. Dr. Richard Kimball is a strong number 3. Strong number 3.
Very strong.
I mean, you think about the hits that Harrison Ford's been a part of. The franchise of Indiana Jones. The franchise of Star
Air
Wars.
Air Force One.
Right.
I don't know if regarding Henry was exactly as Matt put it.
Dude,
that
Air
was
Force
the one
One was so good. That was a monster.
Huge.
Get off my plane.
Regarding Henry was the one, I think he played a lawyer and he got like a hotshot lawyer and he got shot and he had to remember and like he had to relearn how to walk and poop and stuff.
You had to learn to drink tea again.
Yeah.
That's what's listed on the description. If you try to rent it online, Harrison Ford has to learn to walk and poop and stuff. Sunshine 58 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. Again, here in about 15 minutes, we'll connect with Ryan Hedrick. He's down at IU covering the Tucker Carlson Turning Point event. But up next, a fun round of Are You Okay With This? Come on back.
Man, if you think you're too busy to exercise and be healthy, you couldn't be more wrong, and it could end up hurting you in the end. I didn't have time to go to the gym 5 days a week, these big box gyms that felt like a big social gathering. I wanted a small private workout facility with only a few trainers. And the thing about Exercise Inc. is it's private studios, no mirrors, no music. It's just you and your coach, your trainer, and you go once a week for 20 minutes and do 5 or 6 exercises. They're hard, all right? Don't get me wrong. It's not a walk in the park. But if you think you don't have time to be healthy, how about a once a week, 20-minute workout that's private? Could also adopt the 9 simple habits you need to follow to change your health and your eating habits and routines. I'm enjoying life. I'm stronger. I have more energy because of Exercise Inc. You will too. 5 locations, okay? Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Zionsville, and now the new one in Fishers. ExerciseInc.com. ExerciseInc.com. Tell them Nigel sent you.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220. That's Hammer and Nigel to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
Service today?
Today.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could it be lower testosterone?
Lower T.
Happens to most guys after 40. I was in the same boat until I started using Nugenix Total T2.
Total T2, the new one I've seen on TV.
Yep, it's the next generation testosterone booster for both free and total testosterone. It's packed with even more man-boosting power, sending nitric oxide levels skyrocketing in just 3 hours.
It actually works?
I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I've got more energy, better results in the gym, and things are even better in the bedroom. Send them a text and get a complimentary bottle.
Text now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the #1 testosterone brand at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, absolutely free. Text BEAT to 231-231. BEAT to 231-231. BEAT to 231-231.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Simple Quarters, sponsor of Fill Up in the News with Tony Katz.
Are you really okay with this?
Are you okay?
Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm pretty far from okay. Are you okay with this?
On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Hammer, you're a guy that likes to stop by a gas station pretty much every day of the week.
Oh, man, I do. Now, there's speedways that are close to me, so that's kind of the normal place I go to. But if I could ever get to a Get-Go Cafe...
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
They're building a new Wawa in Beach Grove where the old Kmart
really?
used to be. Oh, I can't wait for that.
What's the allure?
They're just... Those locations are just bigger. The sandwiches, the food that are available, fresh food made in there, a big fountain machine with all types of different options. Not that I would ever buy a sugar-free energy drink, especially if my wife is listening, but those may be on sale.
Here is a young woman at the gas pump. This young woman is at some gas pump with a public service message. Go ahead.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but please start carrying gloves when you are going to the gas station. I was at a gas station not long ago, and I witnessed with my own two eyes a man at the pump in front of me reaching into his pants and aggressively scratching his and using that same hand to grab the pump to put it back. Ever since I saw that, I've never been the same.
In case you didn't get that, this woman saw a man aggressively scratching. I heard the beep. I don't know if it was his buttocks or his crotch.
It was the crotch region.
And then he put his hand on the gas pump.
The same hand he was scratching his balls with, he grabbed the pump.
Are you okay with this woman carrying plastic gloves with her now?
I mean, I get it. If that weirds you out, yes, that's fine. But I'm willing to bet.
That doesn't weird you out?
I'm willing to bet this chick's probably had those things in her hand before, and she never probably put gloves on. Maybe she has, maybe she hasn't. I don't know. But no, like there are worse things out there. This feels like something we did back during COVID. Like at the beginning of COVID, when nobody knew what was going on, and we made the mistake of believing some of these reports. People were washing individual beers. People were washing individual pieces of fruit, before they ate it, and people were washing their hands at the gas pump. Now, I get it. If you want to have some sanitizer, wash your hands, sure, but don't act like you haven't had worse things on your hands, sister.
It makes sense to me, and I do. Every time I fill up my gas tank, I do wonder who's been touching the pump before me. Sorry, that's just, I don't put gloves on.
Right. It's okay to wonder what's on there, but don't be a weirdo and put your gloves on. I mean, if that's what makes you feel better, go ahead and knock yourself out. But I'm willing to bet she's probably had some stuff in her hands before that would be deemed unsanitary, and she didn't do a video and put gloves on for it.
I don't know why you would think that. You don't know who this woman is or what her values are. But that's you. Okay. Are you okay with this? A new study has found that the most hated airline is American Airlines. Followed by Frontier, then United. Just to point out, Spirit Airlines didn't even crack the top 10 for most disliked airlines. Are you okay with this?
Yes, I am, because the last 2 times I've flown American, I've had delays coming home.
No kidding.
Going there was fine. Got delayed at the Dallas airport coming home from the Wyoming trip. Got delayed from Myrtle Beach coming there a couple years ago. American has been the one that I've always had the most issues with. As for Spirit, the reason they probably aren't on this list is twofold. Number one, you get what you pay for. Right? Like, I don't think people are expecting to get the Delta experience when you're buying a $50 Spirit flight. Or number two, I think people are afraid to answer because either the clientele on the flight or the staff will beat the hell out of you on a Spirit flight. I will say, more action. When I say action, I'm talking about bare-knuckle fist fights. Seem like they take place on Spirit flights than anything else. So maybe that has a little something to do with it.
Okay, one more before we get to Ryan Hedrick from the WIBC newsroom at the Turning Point event with Tucker Carlson in Bloomington. Okay, one more. The Blue Jays beat the Seattle Mariners in a close Game 7 last night in Toronto, 4-3. Here's the final call.
This is what it's all about. A strike away for Jeff Hoffman and the Toronto Blue Jays. The payoff.
Great game.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm all right with it.
Blue Jays and the Dodgers in the World Series?
I mean, it's not my ideal World Series here because my options now are rooting for a team that's not in America or rooting for a team that's in Los Angeles, Gavin Newsom state. So after thinking about this, I guess I'm rooting for Toronto. Like, I don't like this any more than anybody else does. But if these are my only options here, I can't have Gavin Newsom out there being smug at a parade. Now, the Dodgers are heavy favorites, but
Dodgers just celebrated. They had like a Leah Thomas night.
They did. And that's why I'm in on Toronto.
The male swimmer that beat all the chicks.
And I can't believe I'm in a position to root for a Canadian team to win America's pastime, but that's what the state of California has done to me. So I guess go Blue Jays.
Okay.
Ugh, I don't like it. All right, coming up next, we'll connect with Ryan Hedrick from the WIBC Newsroom. He's down in B-Town, Turning Point, USA. This was supposed to be an event with Charlie Kirk. Tonight, it's an event with Tucker Carlson and Governor Braun. We'll connect with Ryan Hedrick right after the news.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A man who escaped from the community justice campus in Indianapolis today was spotted. Partly cloudy in 59. Tonight's lows in the mid-40s. I'm Jake McDaniel for Guardian Wells Financial. Here's what's trending at 5:30. A man escaped. Deontay Green jumped out of a transport vehicle and then ran off. Jay, who has a business near the Marion County Adult Detention Center, says there is a lot of crime in Indy and that police are doing everything they can to help out the community.
They need to keep more of these people locked up to not get out. And when they may have been on a lesser offense, you don't want to wait till they've committed a bigger offense to end up trying to address the problem and label them as dangerous criminals.
Officers say Green was later found in a homeless camp on Indy's southeast side. The government shutdown has now hit day 21 because a funding bill still has not passed in the Senate. Arizona Democratic Senator Ruben Gallego explains his repeated no vote on Fox Business's The Claimant Countdown.
The Republicans and Democrats have one thing in common. We don't want to raise costs right now. Things are so damn expensive right now. The last thing we should do is raise taxes on insurance premiums right now when we know that there's a solution to this.
The holdup continues while President Trump and Republicans are open to negotiating on those expiring health care subsidies. They demand that Democrats first agree to reopen the government. Some changes might be coming soon to the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission, which might mean a shakeup to your electric bills. John Herrick.
Indiana's governor, Mike Braun, wants new committee members, and he will select them for 4-year terms. The Indiana Capitol Chronicle reports that commission has narrowed down their list to 12 Republicans and 10 Democrats to be interviewed in order to fill 3 open seats on the 5-member commission. Indiana code says the commission cannot have more than 3 members of the same party. Braun says he will fill 2 GOP openings and 1 Democrat vacancy. He will also have to choose who will chair the agency. This commission says it's their job to ensure that utilities provide safe and reliable service at just and reasonable rates. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And K-pop Demon Hunters, toys, collectible, and games will hit store shelves next year. Netflix said today it has struck licensing deals with both Mattel and Hasbro. It's 5:32. Your traffic now with Matt Bear.
Northeast side crash southbound at 465 at Fall Creek. It is blocking the right lane. Slow in the area. Northbound 465 stop and go from 70 up to East 56th Street in those southbound lanes. An 11-minute delay from I-70 down to 74. Inbound 70 slows at Rural into the north split. Inbound 65 stop and go traffic from 29th down to the south split. That is a delay of 28 minutes. Eastbound 73-minute delay Harding into Meridian. Crash downtown Washington Street west of Alabama. Crash in Lawrence. Penn Pike east of 465 reported as a pedestrian struck. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now your American Standard Cooling Weather Center forecast.
We're in for a mostly cloudy and very chilly Tuesday night, with low temperatures expected to fall down to the low 40s, and then expect the coolest day in 5 months, as we will feel more like November for our Wednesday. High temperatures will only be in the mid-50s under partly to mostly cloudy skies and breezy winds continuing, and then we'll track the potential for some frost Thursday morning, with low temperatures starting off in the mid-upper 30s before highs are in the upper 50s Thursday afternoon. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on The Level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hello, my name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special guest on the hotline.
Ryan Hedrick is from the WIBC newsroom, and he is down in Bloomington, the campus of IU, and tonight it's a Turning Point USA event. This was originally scheduled to be Charlie Kirk, the late Charlie Kirk. Since his assassination, Tucker Carlson was booked to fill in. Ryan, set the scene for us right now. Are you seeing any protesters? Are there people? What are we looking at?
Hey, guys, thanks for having me on. Good evening. It's a wonderful night here in Bloomington, mild and, mild both weather-wise and protester-wise. There's only a few people. In fact, I'm staring at a woman whose sign reads TPUSA is a hate group. That's the extent of the protests out here. You have a few people talking about Israel and Hamas, the normal talking points that side, I guess, uses when they come to events like this. But I'm looking at thousands of people. I'm at Showalter Fountain, if you know where that is, by the auditorium, and the line just stretches for blocks and blocks, and all you see is American flags, TPUSA flags, and, of course, Charlie Kirk Freedom shirts.
Did you say thousands of people?
Yeah, I do believe there are thousands of people to the naked eye. I mean, if I walk around Showalter Fountain and walk back down the street where I came from along East 8th Street is where I depart. Yeah, the line is down the block, and it's getting longer as I speak. They just started to let people in, and they have metal detectors as you go in. In fact, I can see a cop frisking somebody right now, and they have metal detectors on either side entering from the north and south ends of the auditorium, and people are still showing up, guys.
And for those who might not be familiar with how these events are different than what Charlie Kirk used to do, Charlie used to predominantly be at an outdoor location. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan. Most of these newer Turning Point events have been moved indoors for security.
Yeah, most of these are indoor for security. This will be tonight. Tucker Carlson will be speaking, as you guys mentioned. When I was driving down here, I listening to you guys. He's going to be speaking. They rotate guest hosts, guest speakers, I guess. And I'm not sure if Tucker's going to be behind any bulletproof glass. I don't think so, given the fact that they're walking through metal detectors right now.
From a security standpoint, are you seeing any sort of additional security, something that would make you say, wow, this is above and beyond what I would normally see if any other, speaker was coming to campus?
No, everybody is pretty controlled. The state police are helping Bloomington police, and Bloomington police are helping IU University police. In fact, I just spoke to a young cop on the university, at the university level, who's from Indianapolis, and I said, "What's the vibe out here?" He's like, "Man, this is easy. This is a lot of people just want to see what's going to happen." I did talk to two people. This one girl said that, she feels Tucker Carlson's appearance here is a threat to the black community. She feels that the campus is too slanted right. She said something like this would never happen for her side.
Hold on, Ryan.
Yeah.
Let me stop you right there.
IU is not
There was a woman who
right.
absolutely said IU's campus was slanted right.
Yeah, she said IU's campus is slanted right. She said it's a 60-40 mix of conservatives to liberals in her student body, class. And she said she feels threatened by Tucker Carlson. I asked her, what did Tucker say, or what has Tucker said in the past that would insinuate he was threatening or not wanting to have a healthy dialogue? and she said that he's a Trump supporter and Trump wants to be a dictator. That is people. That's exactly what people that are protesting this event have to say out here. Most of the people, though, are here to engage Tucker in friendly conversation.
Ryan, do you have a sense of what is going to happen at this event tonight? Tucker obviously speaking, he is the main event, but what is the point of this, actually?
I think the point of this is to continue the momentum that Turning Point USA created before Donald Trump was elected. I think anybody that watched the election knows that Charlie Kirk his ground game was really strong. And what he did is he went into hostile environments and talked to people and changed their minds. And I think there's a lot to be said when you look at how many millennials voted for Donald Trump and how much sway there was on college campuses. I talked to a guy named Lucas. Here's a perfect example. I talked to a guy named Lucas from Chicago. He's a sophomore here at IU. His roommate is a Trump supporter. He says that he can feel the shift on this campus. When Charlie Kirk was assassinated, he felt the political shift, at least the willingness to want to listen to the opposing side. And I think that's what Charlie Kirk did so well. So I think Turning Point as an organization feels like they have an obligation to continue that momentum. And I think if they bring out the heavy hitters looking ahead to the midterms and the 28th presidential election, I think they feel they can make an impact if they keep these events going on at campuses.
We're speaking with Ryan Hedrick from the WIBC newsroom. He is down in Bloomington at IU covering the Turning Point USA event tonight. Tucker Carlson is filling in, replacing the late Charlie Kirk. Governor Braun also scheduled to be in attendance. Ryan, based off of everything that you're telling me, it sounds like it's a pretty chill environment right now. I know the event doesn't get going until like after 7 o'clock. Based on what we saw with the Israel-Palestine protests, are you surprised it's so laid back right now?
Yeah, I do, because I mean, there's a lot of cops. There's at least 9 police officers within direct eye line of mine, and I also believe that people are more willing to listen and not be so quick to hurl insults or even to carry out violence. What we saw on September 10th was horrific. Charlie Kirk being assassinated. Everybody saw the video. People that haven't seen the video, I suggest you not see the video. But I think that given the magnitude of Charlie Kirk's legacy, what we saw from his memorial and Turning Point USA's saturation of events around this country, they continue to turn these events out. I think we're going to see people that are open to change. People that aren't open to change maybe at least would become willing to sit down and listen and have their mind change.
Remind us one more time where the event with Turning Point and Tucker is actually happening.
All right, so Showalter Fountain, you have the Lilly Library and the auditorium at the top of the hill. They're letting people in. But I have to say, like, if you're down here and you're thinking about coming here, I mean, there's no use because all the tickets are gone. Okay. Even the standing rooms are gone. The reservations are gone. Some people I talk to in line are skeptical that they're even going to get in. There's a couple right here talking to an usher, kind of pleading with her. They have their reservation ticket. And she's like, that's not enough to get in. So people that have guaranteed seating are getting in. People on the outskirts looking in just hope to get in, if that makes sense.
Right. Hey, Ryan, last thing here before we let you go. I remember in 2020, the summer of love, if you will, the protests went from peaceful to mostly peaceful when the sun went down. Any concern that once the sun goes down and maybe this event starts letting out, there may be some more activity?
That's a really good question. I think the police are on top of it. And I don't see any pallets with bricks at the corner being dropped off. So I don't think there's any chance for violence, but you never know. IU police are doing a great job. And again, there's an aggressive overlap of police patrols with 3 police agencies covering this campus. And everybody seems like they're not willing to go down that route.
Hey, Ryan, where can we follow more on this event tonight?
So I've started posting videos. I posted an interview with two girls at Indiana Wesleyan in Marion. They're trying to get a TPUSA chapter started. I shared their story on X, and I also have a video of the line stretched around the block so you can see just how many people are here at 93 WIBC, at Sure to Cover, and of course, you could follow me on TikTok at Sure to Cover #2.
Ryan Hedrick from the WIBC Newsroom. Ryan, amazing stuff, man.
Yes.
We appreciate you
Yes.
taking the time to keep us up to date with what's going on. Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Yep.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Technology Recyclers is the safe and ethical choice for your computer and electronics recycling. R2 certified, 100% landfill free, guaranteed destruction of data, and absolutely free pickups. Visit tech-recyclers.com.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops, suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Willis Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wealth Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Dudes, what are you waiting for? If you're feeling your energy being sucked away, losing what makes you you, it could be low testosterone. Take action now. Synergen X and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Go to trtmvp.com.
And treatment is covered by most major health insurance with affordable self-pay options available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test right now at trtmvp.com. So, if your energy is slipping away, it could really be low testosterone. Take action quickly. Synergen X and the Low T Center offering a quick, free T-test. Pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by the experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. TRTMVP.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Join me for some bourbon at Kilroy's Broad Ripple on Tuesday, October 21st for bourbon, barbecue, and breadsticks. You can get a 3-pour premium bourbon tasting. You can even get a bottle of Kilroy's Blanton's Gold, their own private barrel selection, and the complete barbecue and breadstick buffet. And me, I will be there Tuesday, October 21st. This is Kilroy's Broad Ripple. Get your tickets at the link on their Facebook page. From 7 to 10 p.m. Tuesday, October 21st, it's bourbon, barbecue, and breadsticks at Kilroy's Broad Ripple. Get your tickets on their Facebook page.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. Their max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
As temps begin to drop, it's time to get your heating tune-up with 1-hour heating and air conditioning. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com.
Forget digging through clutter to find what matters. The WIBC Daily Newsletter puts the biggest local stories and exclusive show moments in your inbox and lets you skip the scroll. Sign up by clicking Connect at WIBC.com.
Well, Matt Bear, we've had a pretty busy day today. We've had inmates on the loose. We've got stuff going on down at Bloomington. What are we looking at right now?
Yeah, Hammer driving like inmates. Looking at southbound 65 at Meridian. That's a stall blocking the center lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to MLK, a 17-minute delay. Crash at Ceres, Short Ridge Road, north of Washington Street, reported with injury and entrapment. Also, Washington Street, west of Alabama, downtown. We have somebody that was hit by a car. Please be careful in the area. Westbound 70 stop-and-go traffic, rural into the north split. Southbound 65-70 jammed from the north split down to the south split. Northbound 65 slows Raymond into the south split because of construction. East side southbound 465 stop-and-go traffic from 70 to 74, a 9-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Sunshine and 58 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. Nige, there's a YouTube channel called Fake Tunes.
Okay.
Fake Tunes, and they used AI to make a funk version, like a funk cover of Rush's hit Tom Sawyer.
Oh,
Would you like to hear it?
No.
Modern day war, a mean strike. 2 days Tom Sawyer, mean pride.
It's like 70s funk.
This is AI?
Yes. It's got a Sly and the Family Stone feel to it. That do anything for you?
No, absolutely not. The AI stuff you've created, like, I think you created one of me fighting a cop. I showed that to my son. He was disturbed by that. And then the one that you created when I was, I had some sort of American flag bathing suit on.
Yes,
like
big onesie.
A big onesie.
Very snug in the nether regions.
My wife's coworkers started texting her that.
Then it was effective.
We might need to have a conversation about moving forward about those kinds.
Well, it depends. What did the wife's coworker say? Damn, Lindsay, you're a lucky woman.
I think her number 2 in the entire company said, "This made my day."
See? You still got it, Nige. You still got it. Damn, Lindsay, I can't believe you go home to that every night. Look at that crotch.
It wasn't even real, but the crotch may have been enhanced. I appreciate that.
There was another one we made where you get up on a beach and you walk away and you're wearing a thong. And somebody asked me if that was real and how I got the video of it.
Oh, and then who was complaining that I embraced Jimmy Kimmel in an AI video?
A member of Todd Rikita's staff sent me a message going, I had to talk to my mother and explain to her that really wasn't Nigel hugging Jimmy Kimmel and welcome him back to the air. There's a lot of great AI stuff out there. Like, I'm not even the best at it.
You're pretty good.
These videos of, like, Stephen Hawking on WWE, Martin Luther King cutting promos in the ring for WWE.
Do you see the ones where the obese women are like are swinging off ropes off yachts and then landing in the water, and then the yacht collapses and sinks into the water?
Sinks, or yes, the whole dock collapses and everybody falls in.
I love those. I can't stop watching those.
And you'll send me those in a text, and like I'll watch it, and because of that, the algorithm. Now I get bombarded by fat AI videos. Thank you. Top stories coming up next.
Well, I know who I'm calling next time I need work on the old HVAC. How about Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning? So if you live in Boone County like I do, or Hamilton County, if you haven't had a good experience with your HVAC contractor and want to experience a 5-star rated dealer, American Standard dealer, call Jim's Heating and Air. They're a platinum customer care dealer in Frankfort, and they're now serving Boone and Hamilton County. See what great service and quality is all about.
Call and ask for Jim Scott for high-quality American Standard equipment and high-quality customer service right to your home. Jim's Heating and Air, 765-601-1461, or visit jimsheating-air.com. That's jimsheating-air.com. Boone and Hamilton County, stand up, baby. Jim's Heating and Air, ready to help you out. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you. American Standard Heating and Air, built to a higher standard.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair India has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro